We ain't keeping it cordial. No, we ain't keeping it cordial, nigga. Let's get it on.
We done with the 2020.
Let's get it on. Come on.
Y'all know who he is. Y'all heard his name. Y'all heard the slogan. But if you haven't, this my man Mike Peak. And Mike Peak, what you got to say to the people?
First of all, we done with the 90s. Jordan Kruger is a nightmare when he goes left. Big trash, garbage. And Dave, as bad as you don't want to be done with the 90s, you done with the 90s. Ain't nothing you got going on to shut on your back, the chair you sitting in. You didn't buy it in the 90s, Dave. We done with the 90s. And that's the thing. That's the whole problem. You guys forced it on the generations that we don't have to be done with the 90s. But see, now we do. We're gonna force you, make you. It's over. We're done with the 90s.
Okay, so you didn't make any points. You know what you sound like? You sound like a dude begging a chick for some ass. That's what you sound like right now. That's all you're doing.
Dave,
because so right there,
hold on, wait, no. Let's be correct. You said I didn't make any points. Did you? Oh, maybe I didn't. Maybe you broke. Because the chair you sitting on, did you buy it in the 90s?
Oh, damn.
Don't say no. You said I didn't make any points. I said one of my points is the chair you sitting on, you didn't buy it in the 90s. Did you buy the chair in the 90s?
What does that have to do with anything?
No,
I didn't. No, I didn't. Keep going. Keep going. Okay, keep going. No, I didn't. Okay, no, I didn't. Okay, no, I didn't. I didn't buy this chair. No, I didn't. In the 90s. No,
okay, well, thank you. Okay, so you taking that back. All right, thank you.
Okay, so what I'm asking is, what does that have to do with anything that we're talking about? The fact
we
that
need his top 10, Ron.
What does me not buying this chair in the 90s have to do with what we're talking about? So, for example, you just hold on. Hang on. You just brought up Jordan not having a left hand. We just showed you.
Hey, have you not watched?
Once again, we just showed you. Hey, listen. This dude is a goofy. 100% he a goofy. No doubt about it. This dude is a goofy. He don't know nothing about the game. Nothing at all. We showed you. We actually showed you evidence. We showed you evidence of the dude. We showed you evidence. This is goofy. This is so goofy.
Chilling, Mike. All right, we gonna start like this, Mike. Mike, I just have to know, and I think everybody else agrees with me when I say that we gotta know how this whole movement started. What sparked this? What was the thing that made you be done with the 90s?
I was, like I say, I was sitting back. I always felt like Will Chamberlain is just super hype. And I'm just like, maybe one day I just, went on YouTube, start, looking at some Will Chamberlain clips. And I was like, this is trash. I mean, to myself, I'm like, this is trash. Look at this move. And I'm saying it to myself. So I'm like, what? Let me pull out my phone, man. Let me pull out my phone. So I pulled out my phone and I recorded a Will Chamberlain video back in October 28th. And I don't have my notifications turned on my phone. So I had no idea. And I just kind of filmed it on Facebook and then let it go. A partner of mine called me in January and was like, hey, bro, that video, what's going on? You got like 1.2 million views on a video on Facebook. I was like, what? And so I go and I look and I saw like, oh my God. So I was like, yeah. I was like, I'm a dive in a little deeper. And then I started going deeper and deeper and deeper. And then I already had, my preconceived ideas and thoughts about how some of the night, most of the 90s, it was kind of big trash. And so that's kind of where that's kind of how I started. Then I started revealing, different things. And then we kind of got to Jordan and the people loved it, and I'm just like, my man left hand was shaky. But let me be clear, first of all, guys, before you try to, man, I love Jordan.
One minute he was big trash and now you love him.
Hey,
which one is it?
I love this guy. He was great for us his time, but he had a shaky left hand. Okay, I mean, his left hand was a little shaky. And that's it, man. That's it.
So
that's how I watched the game.
So let's start the
I watch game to
conversation.
have
This
fun.
is crazy,
And usually
bro.
when I'm watching the game with my people, that's how I have fun. That's how I have fun when I watch the game. I love the game of basketball.
So 1 minute you telling us he big trash. So he was big trash. He had a shaky left hand, and with him having a shaky left hand, he had a shaky left hand coming into the game, just like anybody else had a shaky jump shot, had a shaky handle, but he improved on it. And not only did he improve on it, we showed you the footage that he got better at it. So we got a dead dad that his left hand was weak. That's done. That's number one. Then you talk about how Shaq was big trash. You know for a fact that Shaq is not big. Yeah, you said Shaq was big trash. Then you turn around and tell us how bad he was when Shaq had one of the 5 greatest seasons in NBA history. We know for a fact that he did that. Then you turn around and tell us that Byron Scott was also big trash. I don't know if you know this, my man, but in the 77-year history of the NBA, there's been 7 teams, 7 of them, that have won back-to-back championships. Only 3 of them have won it 3 times in 4 years. Byron Scott started on one of those teams that won the NBA championship 3 times in 4 years. You can't start 3 times in 4 years on a championship team and be big trash. Byron Scott could shoot the long ball. He could shoot the mid-range. He was great in transition. He could defend. So the fact that you're saying that these guys are big trash, that's disingenuous because these guys today are awesome. And I changed with the times. I'm not stuck in 1987. I'm not done. I'm not done. I'm not done. I'm not stuck in 1987. Right? I'm not stuck in 1977. And I know for a fact that the game evolves. And I know that there's guys who are different today than they were 20 years ago, 30 years ago. But without those guys before them, there is no Jordan without Doc. There is no Kobe without Jordan. There is no Dirk Nowitzki without Detlef Schrempf or Tony Kukoc. None of these guys exist without any of these guys. So for you to say that these guys are big trash with small clips of evidence, and not even being there is super whack. And the trolls that you got listening to you in the logic is clearly that they know that you don't know anything about the game.
Go ahead, Mike. Get your question off. What you got?
Dave, what does big trash mean to you, brother?
You suck.
Okay. You suck. I don't really. Okay, you suck.
What else could it mean? What else does big trash mean?
Wait. Obviously, Jordan has made a couple of $1 billion off playing basketball. Obviously, he don't suck. So come on, man. You taking big trash too literally.
When you say somebody is trash, what happens when you say somebody is trash? Hey, Big Ops, you trash. What does that mean, Ops? To you, Ops, you trash. What does that mean?
That means I'm garbage.
Okay. So if I say you trash, Ops, you say you garbage. So if I say you big trash, that means you are larger bit of garbage. Is that correct?
Listen to everybody in the panel.
What the hell? How else am I supposed to take that?
Free throws was big trash. He shot him like this. His elbow wasn't even. I be screaming at the TV. Shot. Tuck your elbow in.
I mean, we can. That's fair. Chilltown, that's fair. We can agree the free throws was big trash, but we know Shaq wasn't.
Yo, Mike, I gotta ask you, top 5 all-time big trash moments. Let's hear it.
Top 5 all big trash moments.
Yeah. He could be a player too.
I think I would have to refer back to my videos with the highest numbers of Jordan Kruger going left, Nightmare on Elm Street, coming to a theaters near you. You got to check out some of those videos. I couldn't. It's so many big trash moments. I guess we could just pick from.
Even though we show all the evidence.
Add one more day to your fingers. Slow feet. No muscle mass, Larry Bird shooting the big brick. Mm-hmm. And then
he big trash too, right?
And then the fifth one is Will Chamberlain. Big trash.
He big trash too. Mm-hmm.
Videos. And I only got a couple of those, so you can just go straight to that.
Right.
All right, so I gotta ask you, what is the best era of basketball? Actually, let's rank your top 3 eras of basketball. What are they?
Top 3 eras? I gotta go. You trying to put me in a trick bag? Top 3 eras. The best era is the era that these guys are playing in now. And the 2000. I'll say the 2000s because Kobe's my man. Kobe's my man.
The 2000s with Keith Van Horn starting at center for
Mike, real quick, Mike, before you go any further. Mike, real quick, before you go any further.
Tyrone Hill playing the four, not being a floor spacer.
Respect Keith Van Horn, Swiper. Don't start the week off like that, Swiper.
Bobby Jackson coming off the bench for the Sacramento Kings. Vlade Divac.
Yo, you hit, Ron.
Hold up right quick. Hey, Mike.
Call Mick Cronin at the University of California, UCLA. I was standing with Mick Cronin. Kobe was at the pop machines. I said, I'm gonna go holler at this brother. I walked over, I shook his hand. I said, what's up, man? I'm Mike B. I'm from Cincinnati. What do you think about coming to the University of Cincinnati? I was a freshman going into my 10th grade. Kobe was a junior going into a senior year. And I said, what do you think about coming to the University of Cincinnati? And he said, they're my top 6 choices. I said, all right, bro. And hey, we shook hands, wished him luck, and me and Mick got our bags. We was at Fairleigh Dickinson University, right there in the little hallway, waiting on the shuttle to take us back to the JFK. So I got to go with the 2000s, because
So we clear, Mike. I want to make sure we clear.
So I got 2 generations,
which is fair. So I just want to make sure we clear when you talked about Shaq's free throw. I don't know if you noticed, but Ben Wallace is the worst free throw shooter in NBA history. He played in the 2000s. I just want to put that on your mind.
Of course he was.
Yeah, he's the worst free throw shooter. It was one of the slowest pace errors in the 2000s. One of the slowest pace.
I got your trash box up here. This is where this conversation is going, brother. It's a whole conversation.
That's
going in the trash box.
So it was one of the slowest pace errors. And Kobe is, and just so you know, my man, Kobe is your guy. And I know how much you did Kobe. So we clear. I think that we're 20 years from now.
Feeling good, man. I'm feeling good.
20 years from now, Kobe Bryant will be 30. Kobe Bryant will be 30 years removed from the NBA. I just want to make sure we clear on that. 20 years from now. 20 years from now, he'll be 30 years removed from the NBA. And then somebody's going to tell you that Kobe Bryant is big trash. I just want to make sure that we clear on that, because this is obviously about something completely different than the 90s, because not only can we not be done with these, none of these guys that we see today, none of these guys exist. None of them. None of these guys exist without those guys before them. None of them do. So to discredit these guys and to talk about them the way you do, it gives me.
Why don't you settle down, Dave? Relax, loosen up your tie, just watch the videos and have fun, bro.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear anything you just
said. Oh, you didn't hear me?
Hey, may I please ask?
Just have fun, Dave.
May I please ask Bench Montana real quick question? So when you developed this conversation and you were talking about the 90s being trash, which apparently didn't mean it was actually trash. You just meant that it wasn't as good, but called it absolute trash. You're saying just because the skill set, the athleticism overall in the league, they just did not have the aesthetics that you're looking for the 2020s or 2010s. Because I think it's hilarious that you're bringing up the 2000s when there are a bunch of people in the 2000s that would not be playing in this era right now. They're also were very good players. I mean, respect. But anyway, is it just because of the aesthetics? You just didn't like the way people were flying in the air and the heady tween and all that?
Listen, Jordan, let's start from the top. Jordan didn't have no left hand. Jordan Cougar, when he went left, he was
Stop saying that. Stop saying that. Stop saying he didn't have a left hand. Stop. Enough already with the left hand. We've already showed you evidence that he did have a left hand. So enough already with the left hand logic. This guy has no credibility whatsoever because he's delusional. He's completely delusional. We showed you the film. We've shown you the film.
Listen, you don't want to.
We've shown you the film.
Just posting up.
We showed you the film.
You can't even go to the hole.
We showed you the film of him doing it. What are you doing? What is happening right now? We showed you all the film of him doing it. We showed you all the film of him doing it. We showed you the film. We showed you the statistics of him doing it. Constantly.
Listen,
what are you talking about?
In today's game,
what is happening right now? We showed you all the film of him doing it.
In his eyes, he be getting that perm.
What's happening?
Because when that sweat comes down from the perm, it gets in his eyes. He be like, damn, I got the sweat in my eyes. Who want to see that? And they clogging up the lane. They posting up. You can't even go to the hole. You got, but you'll see in today's game. Come on, man. They know how to the movements. These kids can play. And this.
Come on, man. Come on, man. The movements. Okay, so let's rewind. Number one, we showed you the film. So not only did we show you the film, we gave you the numbers. Not only did we show you the film, we gave you the numbers. The guys today are more skilled. I won't argue that. And I think aesthetically, the game does look better. I won't argue that. However, to say that the 2000s, which was one of the slowest paced eras in NBA history, that's number one. One of the worst free throws. One of the worst free throw shooters. One of the worst free throw shooters in NBA history. But when we're talking about the 90s, when we're talking about the 80s and the 90s, these guys were trash. They couldn't play. You said that. That's your whole premise. What are you talking about? That's what everything that you have is built on. The moments, if you got big shot, he catch it under the rim, and he right there, and he shoot an air ball right up under the rim. That's big trash. So if that's true, if you got your money on the line, you got 5,000 on the line, and you betting certain things, and Shaq catch that ball and shoot an air ball, the first thing gonna come out your mouth is big trash when your money on the line. Actually, no, it's not. No, so that's number one. Number two, it's just a funny way to view the game, Dave. You guys are being too serious about it. We talking about moments for real. It's just a moment. It's a moment when Jordan going to the hole and his left hand is shaky and he's bouncing it off his foot. We just showed you it. So if that's true, like you just said, moments. So we could do the same thing. So can I do the same thing with this era? So if that's true, so I'm glad you brought that up. I'm glad you brought that up because I could do the same thing with this era, right? I could show you moments of LeBron James shooting the ball up the side of the backboard. I could show you moments of Paul George kicking the ball out of bounds. I could show you moments of Steph Curry being one of the worst shooters ever. I could do that. No. I could put
throwing the ball behind his back in the game.
I could put together a film of Steph Curry shooting air balls and going, yo, the 2010s is garbage. I can do that.
Fellas, I gotta step in.
I know Mike. Steph Curry is not garbage.
I gotta
being the best shooter ever. How can you let that come out your mouth, Dave?
Mike, I gotta ask you because I know you want limited time, so we gotta get your top 10 all time.
Top 10.
Yeah.
Damn. What happened to top 5?
Okay, top 5.
Let's top 5.
What?
Okay.
Top 5 with the 6 through 10 all 90s players?
All right, we got Steph at the 1. This one I'm riding with. We got Steph at the 1. We got Mike Peake at the 2. We only count NBA players.
Yeah.
We count dudes at the park too. That's what we count. We also count dudes at the park too. Yeah, we count dudes at the park too.
I'm gonna come out the bench. All right. So we're gonna go Steph. We're gonna go.
Seen this guy play.
We're gonna go Steph. Kobe at the 2. LeBron. I'm gonna put Jordan at the 3 because he be strong out there. I ain't gonna say too much. Jordan be super strong. Super strong. So we got Steph at the 1. We got Kobe at the 2. We got Jordan at the 3. We got LeBron at the 4. And we're going with Shaq at the 5. And then I'm coming off the bench.
All right. And how many championships does that team win?
-6.
I was thinking like 10, to be honest with you. Swipe a -10.
I'm gonna average 50 points a game. Go check my look. Check it out. Look, come on.
Get that broke ass jump shot out here. Run. That's why people don't take us serious, yo. People try to
bam. That's it. Look. Bam. Bam, Dave, look. Bam.
Who is Dave? That's what I want to know.
Oh.
You.
Your name is Dave? Damn.
Nah. They behind the scenes. This everybody up here right now.
I thought my man. Hey, excuse me. I'm sorry. I thought your name was Dave. I mean, I'm just reading the text. I can't keep up with everything. What's your name, sir? I'm sorry.
Chill is fine.
Huh?
Dave
Chill.
was. Dave was
Chill?
cool. Dave
Okay,
was
my
cool.
bad. Chill.
My nigga Dave.
Hey, big shout out to Dave. Chill. You need to chill. This name is Chill. You ain't chilling. Hold on, wait a minute. Your name is Chill, and you ain't chilling. That's big trash. You see how we can use that? We can use big trash.
Oh my God. This is fucking class.
Why don't you go get the merch, man? Hey, we going with the 90s. Go grab your merch.
All right, y'all. Hey, Mike, let the people know where they can find you at. All socials, YouTube, all of that good stuff, and where they can get the good merch at too.
Hey, my man, you got your hoodie on? You cold in there, bro? Turn the heat up. Take your hoodie off, bro.
Yeah, I
You
need
ain't
the
got one of
hoodie.
those
Need the
little
hoodie.
heaters?
I need the hoodie, man. I need the
Yeah,
hoodie.
get you a heater, bro.
I need the hoodie.
Okay, and y'all can find me at Michael Dion Peak on Facebook, on Instagram. We done with the 90s on Instagram. TikTok is at PeakTown4. YouTube is PeakTown Podcast. Check me out. We coming this week with more big trash plays. Join this. I don't want to say it.
This shit is terrible, man.
Yo, Peak Town. Hey, I never thought we was gonna find somebody to match Chill Town, but we got Peak Town, my man. Hey, you got anything to say to the people on the way out?
Yeah. Hey, like I say, we got more new stuff coming soon. Like I say, I love these players. I love everybody. I love you guys. Thanks for having me.
All right, man. We're gonna catch up with you soon.
All right, man. All right, peace, man.
Oh my God, Ron. You are aware, Ron. That's 20 minutes out of my life. I'm never.
Oh man.
I just want to make sure we clear on that.
I wasn't mad at that. I don't need that 20 minutes back. That was refreshing. That was refreshing. You know what I mean? It did a lot. It did a lot. It let a lot of these young bozos know who they're following. This is who you're following. You know what I'm saying? A complete casual. Hey, I respect all content creators.
What did I do?
So I ain't mad at dude having his own movement. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. Hey, we all deserve to create something. You know what I'm saying? We all deserve to create something. So I ain't mad at that. But what I'm saying is, now y'all see this is who y'all following. This is your king. Y'all done with the 90s based on dude. Dude ain't even done with the 90s. He playing on y'all. Y'all.
All right, I'm sorry.
It is exciting though. I ain't gonna lie. It is exciting. It's funny. It's funny though. You know what I'm saying? It's funny.
I'm straight.
Yo, Mars is Swiper. I gotta. Yo, James. What? Hey, I'm in Portland at Ox Crib. So if y'all break in the Ox house, that's crazy. Y'all never do that to Ox.
Y'all
live together?
Come on.
We have lived together before, Swiper.
You was at Lowe's house just the other day. He told me.
I've never been to that man's house.
I live right down the street, right?
Atlanta's a big city.
Oh, okay, all right. Yo, but Swiping Mars, I gotta ask you guys. I thought Mike Peak just came up here and got busy right quick. But
no, you didn't, Ron.
What would you guys say his stat line is?
Chill, I can't believe you got cooked like that, Chill Town. I can't believe you just got cooked by Mike Peak, Chill Town.
Oh my God.
Hey, in 20 minutes of work, what would you say is Mike Peak's stat line?
Oh my God.
Per 36, what would his stat line have been?
Oh my God.
I think he had like 35, 11, and 8.
Yeah, I'm not saying that was like Jason Whitlock level, but I think it's whatever is right above that. That's maybe speak. I think he could probably put up like a triple single, as Charles Barkley would say. I give that about a triple single overall.
Yo, fam not getting off my bench.
He said he was coming off the bench dropping 50 though.
Nah, bro, you not though. You only get off the bench to move so somebody can sit there.
Oh damn!
You know what I'm saying? Go get him some water.
Swiper, I'm counting 6 for 26, 4 for 17 at the stripe, 6 turnovers. That's what I'm counting.
No, look, I think he brought good energy, man. I think this is like, this is like when everybody got that microwave player. They want to see, put the ball in the hole and all that other stuff. Like, man, I can't wait for him to get in the game. And he goes like, 1 of 12, but that one was great. That one was great.
Bitch. Big trash.
So wait a second, Swipe.
Is he 60 or 3 dribbles?
I don't want to name a name, Ox. I ain't naming the name. I'm not gonna name any name.
Don't name no names. I'm just saying, is he? You know how when it's senior night, but we got 6 seniors.
Right. The manager comes off of the manager role and goes into the game.
And that senior still don't play until the very end when we up 20.
Right.
And finally gets that wide open layup and tricks it.
Yep. But everybody's like, oh man, that was a great attempt. Yeah, one of those. Yeah, one of those. Like
he was calling Chilltown Dave. I was like, I know he keeps saying Dave. That was killing me.
That's like at least 25 right there.
Chill, that's your government?
Oh my God.
All right. Let me stop. King Cap said 40, 15, and 11. I thought he was on some Lucas shit. You know what? I got something y'all can relate to. Straight Young.
I'm not hating on dude, bro. I'm not hating on dude. I thought that was dope. I'm happy he can.
All right, y'all.
Next time, bring him back. Tell him to get his mic together, right? Get my man situated so we can hear what he's talking about.
Yeah,
he could have had 50, but
facts.
Yeah,
man. Well,
that y'all following.
We finally found the real town, and his name happens to be Peak Town. So shout out to Peak Town. Appreciate you for coming through. Fellas, it was a crazy weekend. A couple game winners yesterday. Some other things that happened. So I got to just go around the room and get you guys' recap of this weekend. Swiper, I'm going to start with you, man. What this weekend stood out to you?
Yo, Ron, why you always starting with the light-skinned brothers?
Bro, what you mean I ain't light-skinned, bro?
You 100%.
Shit, my bad.
Yes, you are.
Watch your mouth, bro.
Yes,
nobody light skin, bro. You ain't never seen me, bro. Bro, I gotta light. Watch. I'm turning.
Turn the light off. Turn the light off.
I'm gonna turn this light off.
Turn the light off.
Wow, look at that.
You still light skinned.
He just brought out shadow.
That's it.
My bad, dog.
Swiper, tell him I'm more dark skinned than you'll ever be. Hey, Swiper, just tell Oxy dark skin played it. He really light skinned for real.
Oh God. That's
man. I can't remember all the slate from yesterday, man. Obviously the Kyrie Irving just with one of the best game winners that you'll see. I think really ever, man. Just a left-handed running hook shot like away from the rim, right next to the 3-point line. That was incredible. That was just an incredible shot by Kyrie, and I think great shot making by them. And then obviously you had the Milwaukee Bucks somehow still winning without Giannis Antetokounmpo. I think they made 18 threes, tied the NBA record in the first half. The Suns couldn't get a single stop at all. I mean, in the Celtics and the Heat, they beat some, not so great teams or whatever. I think the highlight of the day, honestly, was that Toronto Raptors Orlando Magic game.
Oh, we'll get to that in a second, Swiper. I got a $25 super chat, and it's directed towards you, Ox. Jay Got Game said, "Yo, do you screen these people?" Shaking my head. Ox, I wanted to get your opinion on that Knicks and Kings game. I think the Kings got suckered into the Knicks' physical brand of basketball, which caused the L.
Yeah, I got pushed around, big ups. Is that what happened?
It's not. It wasn't like that. Everybody was banging, but it was one of those games where it was super physical. So it just got mucked up. Jalen Brunson went off in different spurts, and it was just I think we got caught up in trying to bang with them as opposed to playing ball. Kevin Huerter was sleep all game. It was a real physical game, but we definitely didn't get bullied like the Cavaliers. You know what I'm saying? We was going back and forth, but like I've been telling y'all from the beginning of the season, De'Aaron just be losing it up top. He just don't be leading on the floor. Like our on the floor leader is Harrison Barnes instead of De'Aaron Fox. You know what I'm saying? De'Aaron Fox, we're not gonna be a a contender unless De'Aaron can lead us down the end of the game, unless he can keep his head and keep his composure and play basketball. He does dumb stuff when the games, when it's out of whack. So I can't see De'Aaron actually getting, I wouldn't even say he was flustered that game, but I would say he was just out of it, like he was doing too much, De'Aaron got to be a much better leader. And I've been saying that De'Aaron has to be a better leader on the floor. That's it. That's all. Good game though. Good game. Shout out to the Knicks. I like the Knicks when they're not playing us.
I think the Suns got to figure out who they want to be. I mean, we had a point in the season where, the playoffs start in a month. Like Nurkic can rebound, but they won't help him rebound. KD has been in a bit of a slump lately. He wasn't very good on Sunday. I thought they did a terrible job at guarding the long ball line, leaving guys wide open. Not only that, with Giannis not being on the floor and with Brook Lopez being on the floor, the fact that they didn't attack the rim more and put Brook Lopez in more action, more pick and roll action. That's where the lead guard comes in. The fact that they didn't put Brook Lopez in more pick and roll action and force him to switch, which is what they do a lot of in Milwaukee. The fact that they didn't do that, and the fact that they didn't guard the long ball line, it says a lot about who Phoenix really is. I see Bradley Beal knocking down open shots. He could definitely play in a one-on-one. Same thing with Book, but then KD doesn't get it going. But then this team hasn't been able to put it together completely. Like they'll have games, like I watched them play a couple of nights ago where all three of them will go off, but then they won't rebound. Or they'll rebound, but all three of them won't go off. This team hasn't been able to put it together. So I'm thinking to myself, is it realistic if the season ended today, they're in the 8th spot? Is it ridiculous for me to think that Phoenix couldn't make the playoffs? Like they could get bounced? Is that ridiculous for me to say? Because they would have to play Dallas, if I'm not mistaken. They would have to play Dallas, and I don't know what it is about Phoenix, but Luka sees red every time he sees them. And then they would have to play the Warriors-Lakers winner. And I feel like either one of those teams can beat the Suns. So is it unrealistic for me to think that the Suns couldn't make the playoffs this year? I don't think that's unrealistic.
Well, that's
couldn't make the playoffs?
If you get in the play-in situation and shot making, you can get beaten in a single game sample size. Right. So, yeah, even if they had to play the Kings, depending on how that fell out, they had to play the Mavericks. Any of those teams. But I think all that is the Suns can shot make at a high level. The Mavericks can shot make at a high level. The Kings can do that. The Lakers can do that offensively, and then obviously the Warriors. But all of those teams have suspect defenses right now too. So,
right.
It's tough. But I think KD mentioned that after the game, though. He said, I didn't really need to score yesterday. I actually agree with KD. I don't think he needed to score. They scored 129 points. Yes. They couldn't get any stops. Their defense was horrific. And they were – but at some point, though, Chill, they got so hot because they were so open that even on the contested threes, they were just hitting them anyway. And I think they were panicking because they were trying to cover for Nurkic because Nurkic can't move in space well. And so when they were panicking, they were leaving wide open three-point shooters. And then by that point, Malik Beasley just was like on automatic. And then Brook Lopez got hot at the end of that second quarter as well. So, yeah, Swipe, I don't know, man.
Swipe, I think you and you talking primarily about half-court defense. I think their transition defense was even worse. And that's where it got started because now – Bobby Portis is knocking down wide open shots, and it's now a snowball effect because once he hits one, then Malik Beasley hits one in transition, and then Damian Lillard is going off. And now their defense, which I actually like Milwaukee's effort defensively, right? I like what they've been doing defensively. They've been actually doing a good job effort-wise in trying to protect Damian Lillard. They still haven't. They still have issues of switching. I still see Brook Lopez switching bigs to smalls. I still see that, but I feel like when that 3-ball got going against Phoenix, it was like a snowball effect where they couldn't really stop it. And then once they slowed down and got into the half court, it just got even worse because now Milwaukee is putting them in action where now they're switching and now they can't cover the long ball line at all. So I just thought it was a bad combination for Phoenix. And without Giannis Antetokounmpo, that made it look even worse. It made it look even worse.
But chill, Morris, Ox. I thought Milwaukee was fool's gold.
I still think they are. I'm not.
I thought that was Bay Area Kimba.
Mm-hmm.
I thought Bobby Portis was cooked. I thought it was set time for him to retire. I remember in the offseason, I brought up Jay Crowder. That's a good addition. Jay Crowder, he's washed. He's old. He's trash.
Oh, man. Niggas played one good game.
What's he here for?
Damn, right.
I still don't believe in him if that's what you're trying to get to.
What's Jay Crowder here for?
Yeah.
One more time, Mark.
To step up in moments like that.
I still don't believe in the Bucks. So whatever you're about to push, I'm gonna say I still don't believe in the win. So.
You know what I'm about to push. I've been pushing the same thing I was pushing since 2 years ago. But
I'm gonna disagree with you again. So,
but you got the Bucks.
This is what I'm trying to make sense of. This is what I'm trying to make
sense of. You got the Bucks going to the championship, but now you're saying you don't agree. You what? Now you don't believe in them, but you have them going to the championship?
I don't have the Celtics going to the finals.
So you got them going to the Eastern Conference Finals?
The NBA Finals. The Boston Celtics.
Mars, you said you've had the Bucks going to the finals.
He never said
not
that.
Since preseason. When they made the trades, I was like, "Oh yeah, this is good." I watched
you're
play.
Alone up here.
I watched this play.
That's good.
This is not.
I like
good.
it that way.
Yeah, so I don't know what you're talking about.
And Ron, the 18 threes that they made, Ron, in the first half, if I had to guess off the top of my head, 10 of them, more than half of them, were wide open. So when you got a long ball shooting team like the Milwaukee Bucks getting wide open looks, more times than not, it's going to go their way. So the fact that Phoenix didn't defend the long ball line and they were getting wide open looks, when the game slowed down, it was just a snowball effect. It was just a snowball effect. So this doesn't do anything for me for the Milwaukee Bucks. I feel like I know who they are, so I'm good on them.
It's not about. I'm not so much tripping off the fashion that they won, or I'm not tripping off the fact that Giannis wasn't there, and I'm not tripping off the fact that they beat the Suns. It's more so the fact of guys I've been telling you guys about, and you guys keep saying, "Oh well, he's trash. I don't believe in him." We still have yet to speak on Chris Middleton. Nobody, for some reason, wants to bring up Chris Middleton. For some reason, he's just a forgotten NBA player. He might as well be in the 90s, and we might as well be done with him. I don't understand why Chris Middleton doesn't get talked about at all. But just 2 years ago, just to push a narrative, you guys were saying, "Oh, Chris Middleton's the Batman. He's better than Giannis. It's his team. The team goes as far as Chris Middleton." But now all of a sudden,
one person said that. By the way, one person on ESPN said that.
Well, two people, because I was agreeing with him. But what I mean is that was 2-3 years ago, Ron.
This is why you have a box, though, Ox. This is your box. So this is what I'm saying.
Why would you agree with something like that, Ox? Like,
y'all wasn't watching them games. Chris was killing
you. I was watching. No, he was not. No,
but Giannis has already admitted that he's not a great closer because he has no go-to and he has no.
So Chris was closing Batman. So why you put me in the box then?
Because he's not Robin or Batman. This is not what it is. Chris Middleton is not even in the conversation for elite number 2s in the NBA. So no,
he was at that for that run. He was for that run. He was, bro.
No, yeah, but he was fine. So he was good in the finals.
This is what I be saying, bro. This what I be saying.
No, he was good in the finals. So like you calling him.
Y'all act like y'all didn't see this shit.
He was good in the Eastern
Conference. Y'all wasn't watching the games?
Yes, we did, Ox. And we watched the Eastern Conference.
And that's what I'm saying. I know y'all was watching. So why y'all lying right now? Like Chris Middleton wasn't doing his thing. Like
he was doing his thing, Ox, but we wasn't talking about him like he was like that. Don't get me wrong.
But why not, Chitchat? That's what I want to know. Why?
Because they had a guy on the team.
Because Drew Holiday was arguably their second best player at times too. They both were flip flopping on
Chris Middleton.
Oh my.
All right, so
crazy.
Here's what I'm gonna go ahead and do.
That run. Chris Middleton.
Any man that would spend. Let me look at that jersey quality in the back. That's probably
first of all.
Let me ask you, Swipe.
30. Yeah, wait, hold on. Ox, move your head, Ox. Ox, move your head.
Hold on.
Ron, that doesn't look like an NBA issued. That doesn't look like an NBA issued jersey. So $35. Anybody with a $35 Keegan Murray jersey on their wall, I probably would not listen to in terms of ranking number 1 and number 2 players. That's all I'm saying.
Watch what you say about that jersey. My son bought that for me as a gift. So be careful where you're going.
I'm glad. You have a great son.
I will come over there.
You got a great son.
On that crystal ball. If you say the wrong thing about that jersey, brother.
I'm glad. All I know is that anybody with a Keegan Murray jersey on the back of the wall, I'm not listening to him. Who number 2, number 1. Respect to you though.
So it's the Keegan Murray jersey that got him the box.
No, Ox lived in the box. He lives in the box. Don't take he has lives in the box.
Living in boxes.
Ox, I can't believe you got behind that. I can't believe There's no way you got behind that take, man. No way that you did get behind that take.
I wasn't the only one. See, this is the thing. This is why I love y'all.
I thought he was. Don't get me wrong.
I'm gonna tell you why I love y'all, because something happens, and then 2-3 years later, y'all pretend like it didn't happen.
No,
y'all
we're not doing that. I remember.
That's why, Chilltown, this is the reason why old boy was up there calling you Dave, talking about we're done with the 90s, because y'all be having revisionist history, acting like y'all gonna be remembering shit.
No, we don't. I remember Middleton. I remember Middleton.
Y'all be acting like y'all don't remember shit, and that's why these youngsters is out here talking about they're done with the 90s. Y'all are the problem.
I remember
he called you Dave. He called you Dave because he was sneak trying to dish your age. That's what he was doing. He said, you look like a David. That's what he said. You look like a David.
I remember Chris Middleton in the bubble. I remember Chris Middleton in the bubble going back and forth with Jimmy Butler and going for 45. I remember Chris Middleton in the Eastern Conference Championship when Giannis got hurt and him and Drew Holiday both threw the crew on their back and carried him. I remember that dude. I remember him throughout the season. I do remember Chris Middleton as an all-star. I do remember there was a conversation between Chris Middleton and Klay Thompson. I do remember that there was a conversation. However, there was the conversation with Klay Thompson was who was the better player, and who would not only who the better player was, who fit better with which team. That was a conversation. That was a conversation a while ago. But there was never, or there shouldn't have ever been, a conversation of who the man was on the Milwaukee Bucks.
Okay,
that was Giannis.
There should never be a conversation on who was a better basketball player. There should never be a conversation on who's a better basketball player between Giannis and Chris Middleton. Giannis is a better basketball player. We're aware of that. We know that. In that run, Chris Middleton was closing games. Chris Middleton was hitting big shots. One of y'all just said, I can't remember which one of y'all said it, just said that Giannis wasn't a closer. Giannis didn't close.
He wasn't. No, he's never been that.
That means in the meat and potatoes of the game, I'm Batman, you're Robin. That's it.
Was Shaq Robin
I'm
to
not
Kobe?
talking about Shaq. I'm not talking
about
I'm
asking because he wasn't a great closer either.
Stay focused.
No, he wasn't a great closer either.
Okay, so then,
respectfully, neither was Kobe when he was younger. But
so then, if that's the
it was really Derek Fisher.
If we're talking about closing games,
Robert Horry.
If you ask Swiper, the playoffs are all that matters. The closers, the big times. That's when Chris Middleton was showing up. They were not going to win those games if it wasn't for Chris Middleton. Yes, so I'm not saying Giannis was better, that Chris Middleton was better than Giannis. I never said that. All I said was in that time, on that run, there's nothing wrong with feeling like, yeah, man, Chris Middleton's carrying right now. And he was. Why can't we respect? Why can't I show love?
Why is this a conversation about Batman and Robin though, Ox? That's not. No one actually thinks that.
Because that's just the easy way to explain it. That's just the media doing their job. Like, hey, right now he's Batman and he's Robin. Big deal, y'all. What y'all getting y'all panties all in the bunch for? Ain't no big deal. Panties. Y'all tripping, and then y'all want to act right now like that didn't happen. Come on, man.
We just ran it down. Ox,
okay, so then you just ran down while he was Batman and he was Robin.
No, I just ran down him playing great in the playoffs. But
like
the man
Batman would.
The man on that team, and it wasn't a question, was Giannis.
Ox, if you're a spot up shooter, if you're a spot up shooter right now, you're clanking. I just want to let you know. Last 10 minutes, you've been doing.
Hey, look, I'm clanking, but look, I follow my shot, and you better stay away from that rim when I get this offensive rebound. You feel me? I follow my shot, bro. You better be on your toes.
Hey, Ox. So does this mean we got 3 Batmans in Milwaukee?
No.
All right.
I don't know what you're saying, man. Who, Bobby Portis, Jay Crowder, and Doc Rivers?
All right, yo, Mars. We're gonna just move on now because I don't like the disrespect.
But wait, Ron. Are we still talking about like the best games from this weekend? Are we past that segment?
Yeah. I was about to ask Mars.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you dark skin, so you go last. Remember that?
Get to the back of the bus, Ox. God damn, Ron.
That's your man. Mars. That's your man, Ox. That is your man, though. Let's make sure we clear on that, Ox. That's your man.
Talk to us about the weekend, Mars. What stood out to you?
The Rockets destroying the Cavaliers.
Of course.
What?
Of course.
Those Cavs got put in a pack. That was by far the best game of the weekend. Amen Thompson, I told you. Jalen Green had a good game against rim protection. And the Cavs, I mean, if you've seen our defense, the The Men Thompson would make all defensive team if he played enough games. I'm just putting out there, just letting you guys know he'd make all defensive team. But it's cool. Next season he'll make it first team. So I want to apologize to Jalen Green for saying he was going to have a bad game. He didn't have a bad game. So I want to give him his credit. And then the second best game of the weekend, the Nets getting put in a pack, because that means we gonna get the number 1 pick. So shout out to the Spurs for handling business. Wemby had like 50, and his team still don't want to give him the ball. So shout out to him. Also, the game saving
still Mars, still
game saving block when we showing up in the clutch.
Mars, usually I let you cook, and I don't like to cut you off. But David Mujinaya, for some reason, he wants the ball out your hands.
Nah, it's cool. It's cool. I'm an off-ball player. It's cool.
Ox, don't let David down. Do you have anything to talk about? Is there anything you want to put in that box?
Yeah, I want to talk. I want to talk about something right now. I want to talk about something right now. Okay. So, first of all, I want to talk. I want to talk about. Y'all stop laughing. This is a serious topic. If you put me in the box, you got a problem.
I'm focused.
This is a serious topic. This is a serious topic. I want to talk about the NCAA and their picks for March Madness and who goes dancing. I can't stand by and watch a team like Stony Brook, women, the women, the Lady Seawolves of Stony Brook, going 27-3 throughout all play, destroying their conference and losing in the conference tournament to a number 7 Drexel team that lost 14 games this season and not going dancing. I can't wrap my head around that. The committee has to do better. Like winning the conference tournament should not send you dancing, especially if you're one of the worst teams in the conference. You can't tell me that the Lady Seawolves of Stony Brook do not deserve to be in the pool of 68 teams going dancing on Friday. I think it's an injustice to basketball. They need to fix that. Now, that's my topic. I think the NCAA needs to do better with that. They did the Lady Seawolves a disservice this year. They won 27 games, lost in the mind you. It's not like they lost in the first round of the conference tournament. They lost in the conference championship to a Drexel team that just happened to get hot yesterday.
They shouldn't even been in the conference tournament.
Come on, man.
Drexel should not have even been in the conference tournament. And the same thing happened. The same thing happened with North Carolina State. They were 2 games under 500. Temple is in the AAC championship game. They were tied for last in the league. They're tied for last in the league, and they in the conference championship game. These dudes shouldn't be in the tournament. They throw monkey wrenches in the whole selection process because there's no way that you're going to sell me that Pitt isn't better than Michigan State. Yes, they are. Pitt is definitely better than Michigan State. 100%.
It's crazy. It does a big disservice to the really good mid-major basketball teams. We got good mid-major programs out here that are working just as hard as the Power 5 conferences. They're playing tough preseason schedules. They're winning these games. But you're telling me just because I'm a mid-major school and my name isn't Gonzaga or St. Mary's, that means I have to win my conference tournament after I've won 27 games this year? That's bullshit, bro. It's bullshit. Simple as that.
The Mountain West, just so we clear, the Mountain West had, I think, 6 teams make the tournament, 5 teams make the tournament, and none of them were lower. None of them were lower than an 8 seed. None of them. Utah State won. My alumni, Utah State won 27 games this year. We had 8 seed, an 8 seed in a league that had 5 teams go to the tournament, and we had 8 seed. I'm good.
Yeah, I'm straight,
fellas. But what we do know is it's about to be up. We do know March Madness is officially among us. So we go. I know this is an NBA show. We particularly talk NBA, but we're gonna keep a close eye on both the women's and the men's bracket. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know this is the best. This is the best time of the year when it comes to.
Let me ask you a question. You think?
What's up, Holland?
I don't know if y'all heard Kevin Garnett. I haven't been here. I want to hear 3 days a week. I'm not able to spend my days around y'all every single day. Do y'all remember what KG and Paul Pearson, they're talking about like women's hoops got more movement than men's hoops right now, because you could name a bunch of women that are playing NCAA right now as opposed to some of the men's side. Obviously, if you plugged in, you can name like some of the more, elite talent in the men's. Do y'all feel like women's hoops as a whole, like the overall product is just better because like the top end talent is just straight up better than the men's right now, or do you just feel like just because of the way like women's hoops is grown, everybody's just like, bro, like, you know, whether it's Caitlin Clark or Juju, whatever.
Been, Swiper? Women's
we
basketball
haven't had this conversation. I haven't talked to you about this.
Right. You haven't been up here for these talks. Women's basketball clears men's basketball. It's just a better product.
Why is that, Ops?
Well, we talked about this before, Chitchat. They're playing real good hoops. They're still playing more of a fundamentally sound game. I enjoy it. I feel like it's more competitive. I just, just mostly because of that. Mostly because it's more fundamentally sound.
It's the recycling too, though, Ox. It's like they play 3 to 4 4 years as opposed to the men's might be 1 year, or they're going to overtime or whatever else it is.
Right. That is a great point right there, Swiper. That the dudes they're one and done, so a lot of their top talent is gone. So that's a really good fact. That's definitely a good
point. Swiper actually took the words right out of my mouth. You watch girls like Caitlin. You watch girls like Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, Juju, who's going to be at USC for 4 years. You get to grow up with these people as youngsters. You get to watch them and see how good they become. Today's game, there aren't many Jaime Jaquez's. There aren't many. There aren't many guys that stay in the game. Once again, when I was coming up, I grew up with Len Bias. I grew up with Ralph Sampson. I grew up with Jordan, and then Christian Laettner. Derek Coleman. We got to watch these guys, and as the game grew, we knew what these guys were going to be moving forward. Not in the NBA, we anticipated what they were going to be in the NBA. But in college basketball, we knew that this dude was going to be this next year. We knew that Derek Coleman was going to be the player of the year the next year. We knew Chris Webber, and we knew all of these guys were going to be great. So we followed college basketball. It was actually more often than not we watched college basketball than the pros because we weren't there yet. I think that's where the game is today in terms of women's basketball, because these women, they stick around in the game. Not only do they stick around in the game, you get to grow up with them and you get to see them progress. That's why I feel like that's why it's more popular than the men's game, because we don't really get to see these guys as much.
I think too what's really helped, and I think this is what's not maybe discussed at the national level, but I think the introduction of NIL has tremendously expanded the watchability for a lot of these women, just because now they're on commercials. They're getting ads, Cameron Brink in a New Balance commercial and everything else. And then I think
who is that woman? Really quick, Swipe. Who is her? Who is that woman?
Cameron Brink.
Yeah, who is that?
Yeah, so she's
the best player.
I knew that's who I thought that was. I was like, who is that?
That's the best player in women's basketball. I'm trying to tell you.
I'm looking at her. I'm sorry to cut you off.
That's Juju.
I'm like, damn, where did I see this woman at? I know she played for. Okay, she goes to Stanford. All right, I'm listening.
Right, yeah, she's like a tremendous defender. I think she been Pac-12 defender of the year like maybe 3 times or twice. I can't remember exactly.
She got defender of the year and player of the year in the Pac-12 this year.
Right, yeah, she's amazing. I think, but that's what I mean. Like, even you get a chance to watch these women, and then they get a chance to be like, okay, cool. We got advertisements. I saw Caitlin in State Farm commercial the other day. I just think all that exposure has just allowed for people to really tap into like, man, bro, like these women can ball. And again, all due respect, I mean, you go to my Twitter at the top of the pinned tweet right now with Sabrina, like that All-Star game debut she had. She made 26 shots versus Steph Curry and everything. I think there's just a level of engagement that women's sports is generating. And again, they're never going to surpass their men, but I think just in terms of
hold on, wait, in what? Because in NCAA,
I'm talking about just in eyes.
In NCAA, they passed them in.
No, I'm saying college is cool, but I'm saying like overall, I'm just saying NBA, NFL, and all that stuff for sure. No. But I'm saying like in terms of just college hoops, though, absolutely. And that's why I think for me, it's just like I love where everything is headed, because I think right now everybody's just appreciating the fact that women can be just as entertaining as the men. And I think just being able to tie yourself to it, because even in women's basketball, unless you're like really locked into it, like, I love my Moore. I love, Cynthia Cooper. Like, I love these players, so I would attach myself to them a little bit. But I think now, especially with this era and like how we're growing the game, there are going to be men and women and boys and girls that are going to be able to attach themselves to Caitlin Clark. I'm following her throughout my career like I'm a LeBron James fan. I love that.
Cooper. Shout out.
Hey, Swiper, I know you wasn't here, but me and Ox was pushing this agenda 2 years ago, trying to put people on and let people know that women's basketball is really the truth. Y'all just got to watch it, and y'all gonna like it.
You know what they said, Swiper?
What they say?
You know what they said, Swiper? We'll watch it if they wear skirts.
They did say that.
But also too, like this has been in the making since Sabrina, since even before that. Like women's basketball has been on the rise. And I'm glad it got to this point. And the thing that I do want to, why I believe it got to this point, the best thing that happened for women's basketball as a whole was the NIL, but also too it was like these players starting to go to Australia. These players starting G League Ignite, OTE. That was the best thing because it started weeding out players from the NCAA men's side. So once the stars from the NCAA started getting weeded out, then it's like, okay, we don't necessarily got anything to watch. Like we do, it's good basketball, but it's just not that star power. Mm-hmm. But then on the other side, you start seeing these women that are building up storylines, 4-year careers and stuff like that, and they're actually becoming superstars. Last year's NCAA run was immaculate. That whole Angel Reese versus Caitlin Clark thing, mm-hmm. that was one of the best NCAA stories ever of all time, men or women's. So now we get to see that. Now they get to come back and double down on it. It's just, you know, they've done a good job of maximizing their views and whatnot.
But the thing about it though, it's like the game, the NIL deals or the views or whatever, that might go up, the commercials might go up, but the ball always been dope. The game, like on the court, on the hardwood, they always been balling. Like they didn't just get better. It's not like the girls are just, they've been dope. Since Cheryl Swoops was at Texas Tech. You know what I'm saying? Like the girls, the women's basketball game has been good. It's been dope. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I've been a fan of women's basketball all my life. My mom was a hooper. All my cousins, my sisters, everybody, they're hoopers. I grew up in the gym on the men's side and the women's side. Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? My school, we had one of the best women's basketball programs in the country. You know what I'm saying? Like Pat Summit came through our gym. You know what I mean? I've always been around women's basketball. So that's why a lot of times people be like, "Oh, you're pandering," but I'm just not a casual basketball fan. I love basketball.
They say you're pandering if you're talking about it.
Oh yeah, I've been. Oh my God, you should have been here a couple months ago.
Oh, you mean the red pill basketball community? No, I got you. Yeah, explain it, bro.
Oh, yeah.
You know, because it's funny though, because they're like, "Oh, we'll watch it if the girls are more attractive." So it made me think like, so what do you watch the men's game for? Y'all be loving to see the glimmery shoulders and the triceps. I know what's up, man. Y'all, hey, everybody love everybody. You know what I'm saying? I ain't judging nobody.
All right, well, we definitely locked into the NCAA tournament on both sides. I can't wait to see how this whole thing transpires. The brackets obviously dropped yesterday. It was Selection Sunday, so we're going to keep close eyes on that. But I got a lot of super chats, and I also got a lot of people that didn't like the video. So if you haven't liked the video yet, slap that like button. If you have liked the video, we love you over here at PC, and you clear. You specifically if you like the video. We on playback today, and I think it's Ox, you know who's on playback?
Yeah, I got it tonight. And I can't remember who I'm with tonight. But just so y'all know,
you doing J-Rob like that? That's messed up.
Well, J-Rob ditched me on Saturday, and then not only did J-Rob ditch me on Saturday, Claire left me hanging on Saturday. I couldn't give out no VIPs. People was mad at me. You know what I'm saying? But Claire taught me how to do it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna be able to give y'all VIPs tonight. Don't even trip. Shout out to Claire. Claire in the chat.
Did J-Rob ditch you, Big Ox? Did straight run out?
And then I texted him like, "Yo, where you at?" He said, "Oh, I told Claire I wasn't gonna be there." You know, well, let me say it like J-Rob. I told Claire I wasn't gonna be there. I can't do the J-Rob voice. I don't got it. But,
what?
Yeah. Ox go crying.
Yeah, okay.
Claire. I said W Claire. Shout out Claire.
W Cheerio. Tonight, the New York Knicks and the Golden State Warriors. It will be Ox and J-Rob. That should be a good one. It should be a good one. Who y'all got winning that game?
It's the Knicks versus Warriors, right?
Yeah.
I got the Knicks, of course. Come on.
I'm gonna come through there.
That's a tough team, y'all. Y'all, man. Oh gosh. If they're healthy, I don't know how far they can go. That's a tough team. That's gonna be a tough team, and we're getting the Heat Knicks part 2.
If they're healthy, Swiper, I think the Eastern Conference Championship is realistic for the Knicks if they're healthy. And Julius Randle is the difference. I feel like he's the difference in that. If they're healthy,
you think they could beat the Celtics?
I think they could push the Celtics. I don't think that they can beat them, but I do think that they could push the Celtics.
How far do you think Jalen Brunson will be from Tatum in a series like that? Do you think Tatum would just be like in a series, just in a series, not as overall players, just in a series?
Right. In a series, I think that Jalen Brunson's always been a floor raiser in the playoffs. He was a floor raiser when he was in Dallas, then last year. So I think the onus would be on Jason Tatum to raise his game. So I don't think it wouldn't.
But OG and Dante and them and Josh Hart, that's a lot.
Right.
It would make it really difficult. Yeah.
Right. So it's not a situation. Respect Bogey as a long ball shooter, no question. But I think that the onus would be more as good as Jason Tatum has been in the playoffs. We haven't really seen Jalen Brunson bad in the playoffs. We've seen moments with Jason Tatum that he's been that way. So because we've seen moments of him being that way, the onus would be more on him going into the playoffs to perform consistently.
The Knicks have nothing to lose in that series either. Nobody thinks they're going to win anyway.
Right? No, they wouldn't. So I think that I think that Jason Tatum would definitely have more to lose, but I do think that he would raise his game. I don't think that those two would be. I don't think that they would be that far apart, but I do think that there would be a gap because I do think Jason Tatum, because the unit that he's on and the way that they've been playing, I think that he would raise his game, and I do think there would be a gap between those two.
You know, Swiper, that's the thing too. Like you just mentioned, though. Like in sports, it's always like that. That team that everybody looks at like, oh, y'all are the top team, the golden team. They always have a target on their back. Like the Knicks are going there like we finna kill them.
Yeah,
like,
the Nuggets all this season. Oh yeah, I know. I've watched every team play them this year, including yesterday.
Shit, yeah. A lot of teams play really good against the Nuggets. Hey, did we get who's next? We're going Ron. We're going by complexion. So chill time. You next with
where's this coming from? Okay. Where's this colorism coming from, Ron? What kind of platform
I'm
you
saying
built?
what's up with Ron?
Where does this come from?
Yeah. He hears us. You don't be quiet. Speak.
We talking to me?
Yeah, we talking to you.
Yes, we talking to you.
Hey, that's just what the higher ups tell me to do.
The higher ups?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nuts, man. No, I can't let you do that.
Hey, you gotta respect the man in the suit, right? You gotta respect the suit.
Is that what he just did?
What?
Did he just pull out the suits logic? Is that what he just did?
Ron trying to pass it on to somebody else.
If Ron's not here tomorrow, if Dub is hosting tomorrow, y'all know what happened.
But black trucks pulled up.
Hey, if Dub pulls up and it's the same order,
Ron straight tried to wait. He went to the suits.
What y'all gonna say then?
I suppose.
Chill, it's on you though. What you got for the weekend?
I really dug that Dallas-Denver game yesterday. And I had some people say to me, yo, is this indication that Dallas could beat Denver in a 7-game series? No, it isn't. I mean, let's not forget, before Luka hit that wide open shot, which I'm still flabbergasted he was that wide open at the top of the key in the crunch. Before he hit that
from deep though, chill.
Right, but the fact that he was that wide open,
he was open, but
the fact that he was that wide open to get the ball, that's it. Yeah, that part boggles my mind. But I thought Denver did a really good job, but they only had 100 points up until that point.
It was the pace of the game, and then it was a lot of people missing shots too.
And not only were they missing shots, we did a deep dive. Both myself and JD were watching the game. They don't run a lot of action. It's get the ball to Luka and get out the way. Give Luka the ball and get out the way. That's a recipe for disaster. Meanwhile, the Denver Nuggets, they get a lot of action off the ball with that 2-man game with both Joker and Jamal Murray. That's why KCP was able to get the open shots that he got. Michael Porter Jr. was able to get the open shots that he gets. Aaron Gordon just knows just to be around the rim. Whenever Joker has the ball and he's going downhill, just be around the rim because I'm going to find you. And I don't think Joker is going to shoot 6 for 16 again, even though I think that Derek Lively did a really good job on him. I thought they kicked Denver's ass on the glass yesterday with both Gafford and Lively.
59-37, I think.
Yeah, I think they kicked their ass on the glass yesterday because both Derek Lively and Gafford but basically jumped Joker. And Aaron Gordon didn't do anything to help this whole situation. I think they had a 13-2, something like that at one point on the offensive glass. I'm watching Mike Malone about lose his mind because he's telling his crew to rebound. But ultimately, what I really dug about that game is the fact that Kyrie Irving is so damn good, man. And when I say he's so good, I mean just from the aesthetics, just watching him. He's just fun to watch. And there's no way that with that hook shot, that was not ad-libbed. That's in his bag, by the way, just so you guys know. The stuff that you see him work on with his ball handling and his mid-range, when he's done with that, he works on stuff like that too. He didn't just bring that out of nowhere. I'm sure he can do that with both his left and his right hand. I'm sure of that. So I think that Dallas, I think Dallas has some issues, but I think the stuff with Denver, I think that's some stuff that can be cleaned up. Like get on the glass a little bit more, right? Be better in transition. Be higher with Luka on the pickup point. But other than that, that was one of the better games that I saw yesterday. In addition,
I want to hear thoughts on this game winner. Thoughts on Kyrie coming with the left skyhook over Jokic from the free throw line.
That's why he wanted the most skilled players. I don't think that's a hard shot for Kyrie Irving. I think it looks incredible, but I don't think that's a hard shot for him. I think that's
went to it on purpose.
That's normal. That's normal for Kyrie. There's some people that work on that, and there's some people that can use their left hand just as good as their right hand. Kyrie Irving, that was an amazing shot. So I'm definitely not trying to downgrade it or low rate the shot, but that's not hard for Kyrie Irving. He's one of the most skilled players to ever touch the hardwood, bro.
Yeah, especially for a guard, dog. I mean, he got the ball out of bounds and like did the slight hesitation to get Jokic a little behind him, and then went up intentionally. Like I think a lot of players, they would have rolled out and tried to do a fadeaway like off the right hand or something like that, and then for him to be able to just put it in his left hand and literally like just kind of like a very like precise intentional floater over the top. And it's not like he literally like Jokic and Kyrie almost met hands in the air. So he elevated the angle on it, the confidence in the shot, the touch on the shot. I mean, all of it, man. Kyrie, he was 9 of 23 yesterday, but the shots he made that he did make yesterday were humongous. Humongous shots that he made yesterday. So, I mean, he was really, really good, really impressive. Had a step back three. Him and Luka had step back threes at one point in time in the fourth quarter as well. And yeah, man, just incredible. Like I remember I was watching the whole thing live, and I'm like, yeah, I mean, if you can't even be mad at it. It's Kyrie. You expect that. Well, I won't say you expect that, but you expect Kyrie to get a really, really solid attempt off, and he did it yesterday, and it was incredible, man. And Luka also had 37 yesterday. He had 37 on 27 shots, so I mean, pretty good. And I think just across the board, man, Joker and Murray were 13 of 36 from the field yesterday. So like that's kind of like for me, that's just a little bit of a throwaway in that instance. It's like you're probably not going to catch them like that again, especially in the playoffs. And Joker's kind of been in this little like team win thing because they've been winning with he's not shooting a lot, like 8 shots a game, 10 shots a game, 12 shots a game, 16. And then the fouls yesterday, if you were watching the game at all in the first half, Joker got really frustrated because he felt like he was getting hacked consistently, but wasn't getting the calls.
Which he was.
Right, but then the NBA has changed up their foul calling a little bit, and then obviously that was affecting things. So I think that took him out of a rhythm a little bit. Right. But Porter was incredible yesterday. Porter had that dunk on Derek Lively. He's looking super spry. Look, man, people are like in the Western Conference still. People are like, man, don't want to play the Suns with KD, Booker, and Beal coming out the play-in. Man, I don't want to play like AD and LeBron. Man, I don't want to play Luka and Kyrie. Man, I don't want to play Steph Curry and Draymond and them. But that's the West, man. The West is insane. Whoever comes out of that game, then it's just going to be great basketball in that first round. But I think a lot of this I think those teams are down there for a reason, though. And I do think if some of these teams play these upper tier teams like in the Western Conference, man, it's going to probably be a little bit different than people expect it to be. But yeah, Mavericks are incredible, man. Their defense has been horrific since the All-Star break. So that was actually their best defensive game they played, I think, in a good bit. But just a really good game from them, man. And they deserve all the credit for getting that win. And I told people this yesterday that a lot of people are kind of feeling a way about it and stuff. I'm just like, bro, like the Mavs are in a plan. They're trying to get out of the plan. They're fighting with a lot of tenacity, a lot of energy. And I think same thing with, teams like the Suns and stuff like that. So I think it's just like when you're desperate and you're trying to win, you need to win. And on top of that, you got the defending champions coming to the house. All that stuff put together, bro, it just made for a great, great, great game yesterday.
Can I openly admit, because we family. I could be vulnerable with y'all, right? Can I admit?
You can talk to us. What's going on?
Good. Can I admit?
Not with Mars though. Mars is a jack off. So
can I admit that I'm scared of the play-in?
Of course.
Are you talking about
I'm terrified. I'm terrified of this the play. I remember me around. We in Seattle a couple months ago. And this is when De'Aaron had hurt his shoulder. He was going through a slump. And I turned to him. I said, Ron, what am I going to do if we miss the playoffs?
Which could happen.
I'm like, yo, what am I going to do?
Happen. Which could very well happen.
I'm scared of playing, bro.
If you think about it, Swiper, as of right now, Phoenix is on pace to win 50 games. And they look like they could very well be a play-in team. Dallas is on pace to win 50 games. And they could very well be a play-in team, like 48 games, and they could be They could very well be a play-in team. The way it's looking right now. I mean,
yeah, they got 39 wins at the 8th and 9th seed with 15 games to go.
I hate the play-in tournament.
Right.
I am not an advocate of the play-in tournament. I hate the play-in tournament. I think it's I know why they did it. They did it for views. They did it for money, and I understand that. But we already have a play-in tournament.
Right.
You got 82 games to get in the playoffs. If you can't get in the playoffs after 82 games, you're not a playoff team. I got to watch the Atlanta Hawks in the play-in tournament, a team that's 7 games under 500, possibly get into the playoffs. That's not a playoff team. That is not a playoff team on any level. But
so as of right now, this is how things currently stand. You got OKC at 1, Denver at 2, the Wolves at 3, Clippers at 4, Pelicans at 5, and the Kings at 6. The 4 playing teams that we got on the West are the Mavericks, the Suns, the Warriors, and the Lakers.
I like this right now. We want the T-Wolves right now.
But is this how we think that the play-in is going to finish at the end of the season? Do we see it ending like this?
We coming. We on our way. We coming. Don't worry. We on our way.
Not
we
this
on our way.
season.
I mean, the Suns versus the Mavs.
I mean, if the Lakers handle business and beat the Warriors like they were meant to, we'd only be 2.5 games back.
Which was going to happen, except Anthony Davis got hurt, and because he got hurt, that threw a monkey wrench in everything.
And the refs started cheating for the Warriors. Yes,
but that's why. But that's why the play-in is so dangerous, though, man. If you got a bum ankle at all, man, like you could be out of there.
Yeah, one game. Yep, one game, and you could be out. You could very well be out. So,
yeah, it's scary.
All right, you got a weekend recap. Is it something this weekend that stuck out to you?
Well, since that super chat came in, and I was able to already touch on what happened in the NCAA tournament and whatnot. I'm gonna go back there though. I'm gonna talk about Middle Tennessee versus Liberty. I want to say this team, Middle Tennessee, the Lady Blue Raiders, I could see them getting to a Sweet 16 behind Savannah Wheeler at point guard, Jalen Gregory, and they got the Russian on the block, Anastasia Bodera. Those girls playing some great basketball. Middle Tennessee versus Liberty. That was the game of the weekend. I don't know what y'all was watching, but I was watching that. That was a great game. Shout out to Bella Smuda from Liberty. 16 and 14. Hell of a game. That was the game of the weekend. Y'all look out for the Middle Tennessee Lady Blue Raiders. Watch out for them to make a run in the NCAA tournament. Those girls playing some great basketball. Shout out to Savannah Wheeler. Shout out to Jalen Gregory and Anastasia. It's hard to say her name. It's a Russian name, but that was the game. That was the game for me. I love that game. It was a great game. I was watching college hoops this weekend, as I'm pretty sure you know that.
All right, for sure. We got super chats, y'all. We got a few of them, so let's go ahead and dive into it. Appreciate everybody that's watching right now. Like the video if you haven't got a chance to. Shout out to everybody that has become a new member. Shout out all of our new subscribers. Also, playerschoicemerch.com. If you haven't went yet, go and cop you some. You'll probably look good in it. I promise you would. Jay Does It said, this 90s topic is getting lame now. Let's talk hoops, man. LOL. This dude has a t-shirt with that BS.
Mm-hmm.
We are talking about the 90s. You just don't like it.
Mars, you enjoyed that?
I won't really listen, to be honest.
Of course,
but
you care less.
But the headphones on, you was listening to Taylor Swift?
Oh, yeah, I actually was listening to music. I'm still listening to music now, but I'm actually listening to you guys. But yeah, I wasn't really paying attention. But I think they were talking about the 90s. I heard MJ couldn't go left. I heard that. And slow foot Larry Bird or something like that.
No muscle mass.
No muscle mass, slow foot Larry Bird.
Yeah. Mavs, Luka, Kyrie. Swiper, talk about your team getting out-rebounded by 20 and Jokic getting locked up. Great game from the two best teams in the West. With the game winner from the most skilled player of all time.
Most skilled what?
Yeah,
most skilled
player of all time.
He's top 5. He's top 5.
He's top 2 if you're just talking about offensively skilled.
Yo, crazy thing is, like, so chill. What does that hook shot remind you of? Game winner from that area.
It doesn't.
No, that was further. That was further, Ron. What Kyrie did.
I'm saying it's eerily similar. Magic Johnson when he hit the.
Oh,
Magic
Johnson. Number one, Magic hit it with the Magic hit it with the right hand.
Magic Johnson could never do that with his left. Magic
hit it with the right hand. But I have seen Magic in the middle of the lane with the weak hand, but it wasn't like that though.
I was in the NBA Finals. Please don't bring that up. Goodness gracious.
No.
Hey, but I'm saying that to say, like,
and I saw Jabbar hit a buzzer beater from the free throw line, but with his right hand. That's probably
his Magic's first game of his career.
Yeah, I saw that. But I'm thinking about the Mavs. I'm loving the fact that Jason Kidd actually drew it up for Kyrie Irving. That's what I'm thinking about instead of putting the ball in Luka's hands. How often is that going to happen with the Dallas Mavericks? So when we get into the meat and potatoes of the game, does he look at Kyrie Irving as he's more apt to beat guys off the dribble as opposed to Luka, who, you can load up on Luka. Like, nobody's staying in front of Kyrie Irving. Even if you double him or you jump him, it doesn't make a difference. And he could get downhill. Now, he can't create in terms of getting off the ball like Luka, but creating a shot, there's not anybody on the crew that could create a shot like Kyrie Irving at the rim.
Just look at
and what's the craziest thing? Go ahead, Mars.
You just have two options. If they cover Luka, you got Kyrie. If they cover Kyrie, you got Luka. Right. That's the luxury. It's like when the Warriors had Steph and KD and Clay. Like, you can't guard all of them. So if you use all your resources for Luka, you can go to Kyrie late in games. If you use all your resources for Kyrie, you got Luka. Then it's just a win-win situation.
Or in the words of my man Marlo Stanfield, it's one of those good problems.
Great, exactly. Great problem. Good problem. Fantastic problem. Wonderful problem.
What was the super chat again, Ron? What did it all say? What was the whole
your team got out rebounded and it's
59 to 37. Yeah. I mean, to me, that's just a sign of a more desperate team. One of them, I mean, Nuggets are a great rebounding team, and they just got absolutely dominated. And I think Jokic didn't play well on the boards either. I don't know what was up with him yesterday, but
he got jumped.
But he was still a plus 10. He was still a plus 10.
Well, he was, but I think that's just because, like I said, that's how good the starters are, that they're able to win their minutes by that much.
Swipe. It looked like he got jumped on the glass. It looked like it was both Lively and Gafford against him, and I feel like Aaron Gordon did not get involved in that at all.
They ended the game with I think they had Maxi Kleber, Derek Lively, or Daniil Gafford, and they would also have Derek Jones Jr. or PJ Washington. So they were playing big. And so they absolutely did what they were supposed to do on that end. But like I said, man, like, I mean, it's not about like, and 3-point variance will always be there. The Mavs didn't make a lot of 3-pointers, but some of this is like, if Jokic and Murray just have regular games, we're not sitting in this situation right now. So, but again, like, I just think, to me, that just takes credit away from the Mavs. The Mavs deserve credit. They earned that win. And I never want to take credit away from teams and players for doing their job. They are NBA players. They're really good players. And even for Jokic, like, Jokic can have a bad game once in a blue moon or whatever else. But I mean, somebody brought up you brought a super chat, Ron, about if it was AD. It's like, well, that's the thing. It ain't AD. I don't think anybody up here is questioning those dudes or whatever else. But yeah, man, it was just a great game by the Mavs, man. It took care of business, bro. And like, I think Derek Jones Jr. was a plus 20 in that game. Like, he was really good, like making sure he was helping on defense and all that stuff. Daniil Gafford, such a great pickup for the Mavericks. He was really good to Washington as well. But yeah, man, the Mavs they're gonna be a team to deal with coming out to play for sure.
All right, y'all, moving along. Irregular said swiper, no swiping. Actually said Curry is a better finisher than Kyrie. I'm dead.
What's your answer? Good.
See, Robinson said, Swiper, has anyone told you look like Mookie Betts, outfielder / infielder for the Dodgers?
Man, Mookie Betts. What else have I heard? I mean, chat's probably been going on, coming up with names and stuff too. I've heard a lot of different names, man. I think, for sure, definitely one of them I heard.
They called you light-skinned Stone Cold Steve Austin earlier.
Oh, that's crazy, yo.
Yeah, that's my dog. That's my dog. Second greatest wrestler of all time, by the way, Ox.
I like Stone Cold. Way behind who?
Come on, bro. It's not a real question. It's not a real question.
Who?
It's not Hulk Hogan. Don't put.
That's what I was about to say. Who? Hulk Hogan?
No, absolutely not. No, it's obviously
who needs Hulk Hogan. When you guys
obviously the person who they created SmackDown for, they literally made him a show because that's how big he was at his apex, and then made him the show, and then brought him back to revitalize Raw because that show was tanking. So yeah, it's absolutely the Rock, 1000%. No questions about it. The best performer on the mic of all time.
Oh, for sure. Hey, I just saw a little clip on how Stone Cold came up with the 316 thing. That was pretty dope. He came with that. It was like off the dome. He had one. He was about to wrestle somebody who was like talking like was like quoting Bible verses and stuff, talking about how can I go down when I'm carried by the Most High or something. And Stone Cold said something like, you talking about John 3:16. Well, this is Austin 3:16, and then he said, and because Stone Cold Steve Austin said so he dropped both of those back to back off the dome, and he was like, shit. And then I guess his manager told him after, like, yo, we're rocking with that, like,
bro.
When he
used to get up there, bro, and he just start doing that. What?
Yeah.
What?
Ask a question.
Watching
what?
him, bro. Right.
Hey, that was a good time for wrestling, man. That was a good time for wrestling.
Yeah, that was a crazy time, bro. We had the X Factor, Undertaker, Kane, Trish Stratus, and all them. Rita.
Rita. Yeah. Had us in the hallway had us getting in trouble at school doing that. We was getting in trouble doing that in the hallway.
Chill, you probably, I don't know if you got like a family or nothing like that, but this is still a little bit after you. I don't know if you had like kids or anything that were, because we absolutely 2002, 2001, we were getting mad trouble. That's for sure.
Oh man, we was getting in so much trouble at school doing that.
I'm power bombing kids on grass and all that other kind of stuff.
My mom took me and my brother to go see Hulk Hogan and British Bulldogs in Madison Square Garden when I was in the 9th grade. That was awesome.
Oh, that's fire.
Yeah. All right, Malik sent through a super chat and said, "Chill cooking, laughing my ass off."
Hey, Chill, why you was bodying dude like that? You wouldn't go listen. You could let my man get it off, Chill.
Well, you just said it, Ox. You said it yourself. You said it yourself, Ox. Now you guys see this is who you following. Now this is great. This is great for TV because now you guys see who you guys are following. So yeah,
I'm not gonna lie to you. I really thought dude was gonna come up here and talk some hoop for a second. I really gave him some credit. I thought he was gonna come up here and really explain something and really be a hoop knower. You know what I mean? But I guess not.
It's like that chick that she looked really nice, took out on a date, and he was like, "Damn, this shit was so whack."
That'd be the worst, Chill. I ain't gonna lie.
This chick is so whack. Like we getting this date right now. We don't have to keep going. Check.
Oh man, Oh God, Chill. That's crazy. You just gave me one of them feelings right there. I'm like, man, I hate that feeling. I'm like, yo,
that's what it was.
Like,
why am I still sitting here?
You know, when you expect to have a real conversation and all she want to talk about is what's going on TMZ in the shade room, and I'm like, yo, I don't watch the Bad Girls Club.
Hold on, like, wait a minute.
Don't get swiping started. Don't get swiping started.
We need to do Players Choice Love Is Blind season 6 review. That's what we need to do. God. We need to do season 6 review. That they had some powerful stuff that happened. They had a whole segment talking about Black fatherhood with some generational trauma, and also what it means if you don't have a Black male influencer to help you understand what it means to be a good husband. Bro, it was powerful. I'm talking about tears.
With that.
Tears. My boy Clay and Brett. Shout out to them. Brett from season 4, Clay from season 6. Shout out to them, bro. Chill,
so
you like that show.
What is Love Is Blind? That's not like one of those love and hip hop shows, is it?
Nah, it's Love Is Blind. Chill pretending he know what it is. He over here playing. It's literally when they're inside of they get inside these little pods and you can't meet the person visually until you gotta talk to them for a couple weeks, and then you date them, and you date like 20 other people for like however long, but then you settle. Over time, you settle. And then if you decide you want to marry this person, what they have is that you can marry this person. You ask them to marry you without seeing them. Is sight unseen is the tag. And then from there, if you want to marry them, literally they open the doors for you, and then you can walk down. You present them with the ring. You go on a honeymoon after that, and then basically you got about a month up until your wedding day, and you live together, learn how to cohabitate. And if this is a person you want to continue to marry, then you get married to them, and then the rest is history. But it's about a 2-month process.
A month ain't really long enough, though.
Huh?
A month is not long enough at all.
It's not.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like that's the point of the show. Is like, can you really find somebody that you want to love? And shout out Lauren and Cameron. They started it off in season 1. So y'all, again, we know how this works. You got people in your life that like to engage and indulge. So you go and indulge with them. That's how it works. So literally, Love is Blind it's a top show. I'm telling you, that whole Clay storyline from this year, right up your alley, brother. Right up your alley, brother. Support black men. Support black men.
I'll check. I'm interested. I just want to know now. Don't want to be inappropriate here, but I just want to know: is there before we? Well, Ron, you already know what I'm about to ask, Ron.
Where is this going?
Do you get a chance? Do you get a chance to test drive it?
No, you don't.
Huh?
That's the idea
What
of
you
it being
mean?
called Love is Blind.
They cohabitate before the marriage.
Okay, cool. Okay.
So, but you can choose not to. You can choose not to. So just want to be clear about this. You know what I mean? So Mars, I think they have a Love is Blind England as well. If you ever want to participate, Love is Blind England YouTube channel creators or something like that. I don't know, but they got options.
Go ahead, Mars. Go get that blind love, brother. Or nah.
Never mind.
Right. Nuance said that boy Ayo went crazy Saturday. Oh, Ayo, my bad. That boy Ayo went crazy Saturday. I don't care if it was against the Wizards. Let's talk about it. Anybody tap into the Bulls?
I'm not watching Wizards games, Ron. I'm done with the Wizards.
Let's see. Oh, my man Ayo. So Ayo had 34, 9 assists. Let's see what he shot from the field. 14 for 22, 4 for 7 from 3.
He played better against the Wizards than Jason Tatum did.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did. That sounds like he played better to me. But what do I know?
All right, y'all. We got some new members. Mavs, Luka, Kyrie is a new member today. Elijah Babb. Shout out Elijah Babb. Quan Porter became a new member today as well. AP1M.
A pimp named Stepback. A pimp named Stepback.
A pimp named Stepback became a new member today. Shout out AP1M. He became a new member today.
That's a millennial right there.
Also became a new member today. And last but certainly not least, somebody's burner account became a new member today. Mars 03. Nice. Mars, Damo pass that to you? Let me find out Damo passed that to you, Mars. That's crazy.
That's why my takes have been different recently. I've been on that gas.
You been on that gas, Mars?
Yeah, man. My take's different now, man.
Okay. Renji, got a question for everybody up here. Renji says, so we just gonna ignore my Dallas Mavs. Y'all won't be able to run away from us in April.
Yes, we will, because you won't be around that long. So what are you talking about? Yes, we will.
They're gonna be in the conference finals, but I guess
Dallas is.
Yeah, depending on who they play.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Y'all think they can beat OKC?
I think they can beat anyone.
No, I don't think they can beat anyone. But I'm saying,
I don't think they can beat anyone.
Yeah, you can't beat OKC. The Wolves.
I think
I'm with Mars. I think they got the personnel.
Anything you're about to name, I think they can beat.
The personnel to do what, Ron?
I think they can beat.
They got the personnel to pop anybody. It's really on J Kidd. If J Kidd get his head out his ass, they can really do something. Like they got 2 5-men that are great. Well, not great, but they're good. But I do like Daniel Gafford a lot. PJ Washington changes up things tremendously over there as a stretch 4. He can even play the 5 a little bit. They also got Maxi Kleber, and I'm just talking about their front court right now. And then obviously, their back court is like they got the best back court in the NBA. So
what do they need to change up? Because here we are in the middle of March, and they run the offense through their primary ball handler, which is Luka. So do we have to get Gafford, who Gafford isn't the guy that we go to on the block. Not only is Gafford not a guy we go to on the block, Lively is supposed to have been a project, but he actually turned out to be better than what I thought he was going to be. Do they need to change up that offense? Is that what the problem is?
They need to.
And if they do, one more time, Art.
They need to guard. They need to play defense.
That's actually where I was going. So this is where we are at this juncture of the season. They don't do any of that stuff. So now they're gonna all of a sudden start doing it. Come playoff time, they're gonna guard better.
Even I'm not saying they will. I'm just saying it's possible. I'm not saying they're going to beat everyone, but I think they could. If they have a series where their defense locks in, they can beat anyone. If they have a series where they're rebounding, they can beat anyone. If they have a series where Luka and Kyrie are going crazy, they can beat anyone. That doesn't mean, I'm not saying it's a 50-50, Like I think Denver are the favorites. I think Minnesota and OKC would be the favorites.
Right.
I think the Pelicans would probably still be the favorites at this point, but they can beat any of those teams, in my opinion. You get the right situation, you get a favorable 7 games. Luka can maybe win you one by himself. Same with Kyrie. Couple games of good defense. Tim Hardaway Jr. is liable to go crazy one night. Like it's possible they can beat everyone. That's what I'm saying.
So is it possible for them that they can beat more teams than if you look at the other teams in the East? Like, for example, can we say the same thing about the Miami Heat? Like, it's possible they can beat Boston. It's possible they can beat Milwaukee. It's possible they can beat Cleveland. It's possible they can beat the Knicks. As opposed to
I think Miami's possible.
Like, or as opposed to like Orlando. Is Orlando okay? That's what I mean. Or like Indiana. So the Dallas Mavericks. So the Dallas Mavericks are the Miami Heat of the Western Conference, where they can.
Yeah, I guess if that's how it words in it. Yeah, like there are teams that are in the play-in that I think could very well go on a deep run in the postseason.
Right.
That's all. It doesn't mean they are. They could still just both lose in round 1.
Right.
But they could beat these teams. That's what I'm saying.
So I'm gonna throw this on the screen. Give me a second. Bear with me.
I thought you was throwing that on the screen. I thought you was throwing that on the screen. Hey, Damo, pass that, brother.
You know what? I'm about to say, am I the it being thrown on the screen?
That's what it sounds like. You throwing Damo on the screen.
Damo, it just happened to work out like that. It's not like that. It's not like that. I would never refer to you as an it, Damo. All right, here we go. So the NBA has thrown this bracket up on their website. Can y'all see this?
Yep.
Let me zoom in a little more. So now I want to ask you guys, what's the most entertaining series so far? And I guess you can use your imagination with the playing teams, and you can tell me, like, let's say, for instance, if you thought the Thunder and the Warriors would be the most entertaining series. Let me know out west what you guys like the most.
That Pelicans Clippers series right away, because the Pelicans have been stomping the Clippers the last 4 years. So
11-2 or 14-2, something like that against them.
Yeah, that's going to be a matchup. They would have an absolute very difficult time dealing with them. So that would be a banger of a series. And Timberwolves Kings would be interesting too. Sabonis versus Rudy and them. You know, but Malik Monk and I don't know, man. That would be an interesting series. I don't think they would win, but I think that would be a nice series where they would have some close games that Minnesota might still be able to pull out down the stretch. But I definitely think that Clippers-Pelican series would be crazy.
Look at the Clippers. Because I watched that game on I think it was Saturday that they played them, and I thought that the Clippers did a terrible job on the wing. Zion was basically able to get whatever he wanted. They put Zion in action with him getting switched on to Plumlee, who would sit in the paint, and Zion would still just go right to the paint, and he couldn't stop him. It's almost like a running back getting ahead of steam as opposed to stopping him at the line of scrimmage. That's all Zion did. And to get Trey Murphy involved in the game like they did, I'm not going to say that they beat the Clippers, but I wouldn't be surprised if they did. I would not be surprised if they beat the Clippers.
Zion's a floor spacer without being a floor spacer.
He really is, isn't he?
Mm-hmm. Because you have to guard him, because if you leave him wide open, you just let him get a running start towards the rim, he's going to kill you. So you have to play up on him, even though you know he's never going to shoot, but you just have to stop his momentum. So that's why I find stuff like that cool, when you can space the floor technically without being a threat to shoot because of your athleticism and your physical gifts. And the Pelicans are a scary team. And I wouldn't want to play the Pelicans because Zion's going to beat you up for as long as that series goes on. And then you got.
Is he going to hold up though, Mars? That's the $1 million question. Can he hold
Mars?
up?
Who do you want to play in the West though? That's who would you want to play?
The Clippers.
I was like the Clippers, the Thunder,
the Kings.
I, as a Laker fan, I don't want to play the Kings, but the Clippers, the Thunder.
As a Rockets fan, I would love to play the Kings, but we're not gonna make it. But I would love to.
You want Sacramento, Mars? What
if I could pick any? If I could pick any team out west, who I could play, if we somehow got into the play-in, which we're not going to, because I know the refs are going to start rigging games, so we start losing. It's cool because they want the Lakers Warriors game. I understand the politics. It's cool. They want Lakers Warriors, so we're going to start getting some questionable foul calls so that we can lose games and don't catch up. I understand that. I've accepted that. But if we do somehow get into the 10 seed and the Kings somehow get the 7 or 8 seed and they lose their first playing game and we win our first playing game and we played each other, I think we would win.
What are you basing that on, Mars? Because I'm looking at
we've destroyed them this season.
What's the matchup?
And that's not me trolling. We've destroyed them this season. Like that's just
kind of like the Lakers and kind of like the Lakers and the Kings. Like they are like the Kings own the Lakers.
Yeah, like the Lakers don't want to see the Kings for the same reason I don't think the Kings should want to see us.
What's the matchup issue? Because the issue with the Lakers and the Kings,
Sabonis has no right hand,
and neither does Zion. But that doesn't.
Yeah, but we're able to stop Sabonis, and that's not me trolling again. Like you can look what Sabonis does against us. He doesn't do anything. To be honest, he doesn't do anything. And
as a Laker fan, I'm not too worried about. I mean, unless I'm missing something in terms of what's happened this season with the Pelicans. I don't know how many games we got left, but I'm not too worried about the Pelicans. Maybe it was just because it was out of shape Zion at the time in the in-season tournament when we played them.
He looks great.
Yeah, Zion looks getting slept on. Like we're not talking about.
Yeah,
like when they were the 1 seed. What was it? When was the last time Zion played? Was it last year or the year before?
Last year.
When they were the 1 seed for that stretch.
Yep.
And people were pushing the Zion top 10, top 15 again. I think he's playing damn near better now.
Yeah.
And he's getting no recognition. So
it's
and he's
funny.
also healthy too. So that's
I'm gonna say it's funny how at the start of the season, everyone was on his case, and it was a very trendy topic to talk about Zion, his weight, his off-court issues, and everything. And then the news just stops. Like in unison, everyone stops talking about Zion, and I go and look, and he looks slimmer, and he's playing games, and he's effective, and he's impactful, and he's doing everything everybody wanted him to do. No one talks about him. And I pointed this out like last month. I'm like, bro, Zion lost all that weight we was getting on him about, and he's looking fine. And I was met by Dub saying, we praise somebody doing what they're supposed to do. I'm not impressed. Well, we were feeling him all year, and now that he's doing good, we're not going to acknowledge that and at least give that kudos. Like, okay, thank you for getting on track, because we've seen this as an issue. People were saying you couldn't be in the league anymore. Like that, I'm saying blow it up. I'm saying trade him. Keep me on, trade him. And now he's doing he doesn't get the recognition. That's whack.
Damo, I'm not saying it was warranted, but he did have a turbulent offseason. Like when you go through an offseason like that, the spotlight's going to be on you for a good part of the season, at least the start of the season. So like he went through all that this offseason, and then he came in out of shape and wasn't really playing the best. So it's like, you know.
But that's not the point though, Ron. The idea is that
with John Morant, when John Morant had the trouble and whatever off the court issues he had, and all the media was on him, when John played good, it was kudos to him.
Right.
They talked about the good and the bad. With Zion, I agree. He had a ton of stuff going on, and that pushed you in the limelight. But now we're not going to talk about the good. We're only going to talk about the bad. That's weird. That's super weird.
No, I agree with you though, and it is good to see Zion balling. Also, too, I figured it was going to be a matter of time before he got in shape. I mean, you got to understand, playing an 82-game season, you're gonna end up playing yourself in shape one way or another. And Zion, like when he's out there, Zion go. So like it's good to see him back. Also too, because a couple years ago when he was putting up when he had that run with the 27-7, he was in shape, he was lean, he was dunking everything. It's good to see like him get back into that type of form. Because like I think we were missing Zion's excitement. So it's good to have him back, catching alley-oops, doing incredible stuff, playmaking too. Zion's balling.
I think Willie Green's actually done a really good job with that crew too. Now that I watched him, he's actually done a really good job recognizing mismatches, rotations. He has done a really good job with that crew, getting Larry Nance and Alvarado involved in a rotation when it's necessary. I think he's done a really good job with that crew.
And Herb Jones is making all defense this year. So
yes, he is, Mars. First team. Herb Jones is a first-team All-League defender this year. I'm on record saying it.
Man, I want to shout out my guy Trey Murphy. Trey Murphy's the guy over there that I really like. He's really one of them to me. I believe like Trey Murphy gonna get somebody traded over there. Like Trey Murphy's that good to me. To be 6'8", 6'9", jump off either leg and come and dunk on you, run the floor like a gazelle, shoot the ball like crazy, got a solid handle, defends as well. Like I'm a big fan of Trey Murphy. And I think he's gonna be an X factor in some of these playoff series. Willie Green got a lot to work with over there. He got a whole tool shed of guys over there. So you guys is right. They're gonna be a problem for real. But do y'all see them beating the Clippers?
They can.
I think they could beat them. I do.
I see any team in the West beat the Clippers. You know how I feel about
Hell nah.
Come on, man.
Ox, I don't want to hear a word out of you about who the Pelicans can't beat because you already made it clear you don't want nothing to do with them. You already made that clear. So I don't want to hear a peep out of you.
That's the king.
I don't want to hear a peep out of you, Ox, about the New Orleans Pelicans.
That's the thing. That's the thing, y'all. That's the thing, y'all. That's the thing. Y'all, you can't tell me that because I don't feel like we can beat them, that I can't feel like another team can't beat them. We not the Clippers. The Clippers not us. I don't want to play the Pelicans, but I think the Clippers got something for them, though. You know, that's just two different teams, two different circumstances.
I know one thing. That's going to be a hell of a series. But
I 3 games behind them, and y'all and didn't y'all beat the Clippers like twice this season?
Yeah, but I still though, it's still different. We beat them, but we don't got nothing for the Pelicans. You know, that's just remember that argument we had with Mars. Right. It was, you know, A might be better than B, but that don't mean they're better than C. Even though B might be better than C, C still better than A.
So you based that on the regular season matchups, Ox?
Yes.
I bet I'm not regular season. I bet it. I'm putting it on player to player. I'm looking at roster. I'm not looking at the outcome of this game or that game. I'm looking at a 7-game series. This roster versus this roster.
You just don't have the matchup and the personnel for Zion and the BI, Trey.
Swiper. He said he ain't watching. He's not going to watch the series if they have to play.
Yeah, he's going to watch the series. He's a pseudo Kings fan. He's going to watch the series.
I won't be able to help myself. If we go back to the players, I'm gonna be back at Golden 1 again, like I was last year. I'm gonna be there for game 1.
You got the Cowbells?
Yeah, we bringing the Cowbells back out around.
Okay.
Do you wear that jersey when you go to the games?
Oh damn.
Well, no, I just got this jersey.
Okay. Do y'all wear jerseys when y'all go to games?
I don't. I like to wear jerseys like when I'm coaching.
Right.
I wear jerseys to a game.
I haven't. Like I went with my brother last year. He wore his De'Aaron Fox jersey, but
put a lump on your head too, Damo.
Oh no, not at all. But I'm the type of dude like if I go to a game, I'm gonna wear a jersey that has like nothing to do with the game. Like if the Celtics come to play the Hornets, I'm gonna pull up in Charlotte with a Laker jersey on.
You just want to be different.
Yeah, facts. I don't like none of you niggas for real. I'm just here for ball.
But like I said earlier, Swiper though, like I like Keegan Murray. Keegan Murray is one. I'm really big on Keegan Murray. But that's my son's favorite player. Like my son's favorite players are LeBron and Keegan. So I almost kicked them out the house for the LeBron take. But
what was the LeBron take?
That's his favorite, one of his favorite players, Keegan and LeBron.
What's wrong with liking LeBron?
He plays for the Lakers, and we don't do that around here.
He's not a Laker though, so that shouldn't count.
I'm serious about this Laker hate, bro.
He's just LeBron, bro.
I don't do this. This shit is not for show. I'm serious about this Laker hate. This is deeply rooted.
Wait, who do you think dislikes the Lakers more, Dom, me or Ox?
I know it's me 100%. I would like.
I don't know, bro.
I will argue about who hates the Lakers more.
I'm gonna know because Dom seen he's heard me multiple times.
I would say in my opinion, from what I've seen, I will go Swiper. Ox hates the Lakers, but Ox has sense, in my opinion. I ain't gonna lie. Ox be having sense. Swiper just me and Swiper go back. Man. Swiper's a cold-blooded hater for no reason, man.
No reason.
And on top of that, Damo,
I'm from Denver. What you mean? Chill. I'm from Denver. They put Alex English out. They put Melo out. They put Jamal and Joke out in 2020. We had injuries every time we played them. Kobe?
No, I'm from Sacramento. We got robbed of a championship.
1 year. 1 year. Think about But Ox, I'm saying it's been since the 80s. They hadn't beat them in a series. Like ever.
Last year.
Ever.
I think last year was the first time they beat them in the series.
And then we swept them. That was our first sweep in our franchise history. We swept our nemesis. Yeah, it's broomsticks for LeBron. He's been swept by 3 players, Domo knows. He's been swept by Tim Duncan, by Steph and KD, and then by Yoke. Come on,
remember too. I can appreciate Swiper's logic because, like he just said, when he had Alex English, that was in the West Finals when they got smoked.
Right.
When they lost when Carmelo. I was in the West Finals when they got smoked. So, and then against Joker,
they definitely would have beat them Magic team. You better believe that. That Melo, Chauncey, Kenyon Martin team, they would have smoked that Magic team. Better stop.
But see,
and then in 2020, I was in the West Finals too.
Y'all lost to a team that was better than you.
No, they weren't, bro. They were not.
They had to cheat us. You know what I'm saying? Y'all lost to a team that was just better than y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Lakers was better than y'all too.
Y'all had Vlade Divac, bro. I don't want to hear this, bro.
The Lakers was better than y'all.
Y'all
had Game 7 on your floor. Game 7 was on your floor. Let's cut it out. I'm sick of you with this already. Enough.
I don't care if I don't care
I'm
what
sick of you.
You better get a
sick of you in this.
Throw up in that. Be sick, because I'm
sick of you.
I'm gonna push this into my.
Vlade Divac told us if we get home court advantage, we're winning the series. Lo and behold, you got Game 7
that's what he was
on your floor. 35-15 from Shaq, 30-10 from Kobe Bryant. You got 10 points. 10
that
points.
Was one
from
game, Ox. We never beat Kobe. I'm telling you, Kobe we couldn't beat him. That's what I'm telling you.
Kobe?
Huh?
When did we beat Kobe?
That's different though. I'm saying, bro, from Kareem to Magic, to
Okay.
Kobe to Braun. That's what I'm telling you. Every era of the Lakers dynasty we ran into in the Western Conference Finals.
That
makes sense. I can see where you're coming from. You know, honestly, I didn't know the history with that. I didn't know that with Alex English and all that.
We had injuries in the 80s, by the way, and they you know, that's what I'm telling you, man. Like Kobe's one of my favorite players ever. Obviously, he's Kobe. But I'm saying,
you see how frustrated Chilltown gets when I talk about this, because he knows it's true.
I'm sick of you. He
knows that David Stern gave Shaq one of his rings, and he just can't accept it.
They are up here.
Game 7 on your home floor.
How you feel about this, Damo?
They going trauma for trauma right now.
Laker fan for real, bro. Stop doing this.
Whoa! All right, see, that's
he a Bron fan. He a Bron fan, bro.
No, see.
He a Kobe fan. He wasn't with Kobe in Charlotte. He wasn't with Kobe in Charlotte.
He knows how to push my buttons. I'm not about to go there. I'm not going to give you satisfaction. I had to catch myself. I'm not going to give you satisfaction. They're having a trauma off, so I'm not.
Damo, I've been proud of you this new year. You really stuck to your guns. You made a resolution and you stayed with it.
Sure is. I'm not going to relapse, man. I'm dead serious. I'm turning a new leaf, man.
Y'all, you should have seen me and Dama arguing for the series started. He was ready. He was fully confident. He said, "Oh, we getting the Nuggets out of there. Y'all done. Y'all could." He just got sadder and sadder and sadder with every made shot.
He made a $1,000 bet on the show.
I'm about to say, that was fresh on the show. I put a band on it, like, we're winning this.
Yo, as y'all can see with this on the screen, it's a good chance that the Nuggets get the number 1 seed, and well, we see that series again. But Damo and Ox, I gotta ask you guys, which series are you guys looking forward to most? And with the playing teams, you can project the team like Damo. You could say, well, the Lakers and the Thunder.
I got you. I would say the Nuggets and the Mavericks. I got the Mavericks beating the Suns because Luka owns Devin Booker, in my opinion. And I would love to see Luka versus Jokic. I think that's a great matchup. I would like to see those two teams duke it out, battle it out. I think that would be an interesting, fun.
He said he wanted one of the Barker brothers to get them out of there, so the Lakers ain't got to see
the
them.
reigning champs going home in round 1 is crazy.
That would be crazy. That would be insane.
That's interesting. Yeah, I don't.
No, that's not your opinion. That's after they lost at home by 40. I'm out. I'm good. In Game 7, you get smoked at home by 40. I'm out. But Swiper, are you really sitting here telling me that Kenyon Martin and Birdman are going to deal with Dwight Howard in the NBA Finals?
I'm sorry. You're not moved. I told you I'm not moved by the Eastern Conference. No, I'm not. They have Rashard Lewis. They brought back Jameer Nelson, Hedu Turkoglu. I get it. The team was good. But if they would have faced Chauncey and them that year, no, absolutely. Remember, Nene Hilario was starting at center that year. So like they would have absolutely beat the brakes off the Magic. I'm not saying it would have been 5, but it would have won a 6. For sure.
Hedo and Rashard would have cooked Carmelo. I'm just letting you know that.
Who? What? Who?
Hedo and Rashard Lewis would have cooked Carmelo. I just want you to know that.
All the agendas would be so different if Carmelo had a ring, man.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Oh, I wish
Damo couldn't say nothing to me. All I know is that LeBron choked. Melo got it done in 2009. That's exactly what.
Let LeBron be the 3rd player out that draft class to get a ring. Oh,
you know what's funny? You know what's funny? We don't live on this fantastical earth. We're on the real earth.
Fantastical. Fantastical.
We're not on this
Fantastical.
earth. We're not on that earth. We're on the earth where Carmelo's a loser. Sorry, buddy. Sorry, man. I'm not a mellow hater, Adam West. I'm a mellow truth teller. That's what it is.
Yeah, you a hater, but it's cool. I mean, everyone a hater or something.
What's one haterish thing I've said about Carmelo?
He's a loser. Even
That's
though it's true.
I'm not saying that's a fact. How am I hating with facts?
He won a Syracuse. He
got three Olympic titles. What do you mean, bro? How he a loser?
He's won on every level that is in the NBA.
He was the all-time leading scorer for Team USA until Kevin Durant, joined the team and whatever, and then took that record from Melo. Pulled up versus Algeria when he had that 38-point game. Who are they playing? He came off the bench and hit them 10 3-pointers.
I don't remember.
That's just crazy, bro. Y'all
I don't
respect Melo, bro.
USA
respect Melo.
And
they even said that
he was the most decorated Olympic athlete in USA basketball history. No question about
LeBron and Kobe said that he was one of the main reason he was one of the team leaders for all of them teams that they played on 08 and 12.
They had to say that.
No, they didn't have to say that, bro. You lied, bro.
See, that's a hater statement right there. That's a hater statement.
That's a
hater statement.
It's really simple though. It's really simple.
Just
like Tay just said in the chat, if Melo would have went to Detroit, it'd be way different. Then Melo would be the top. If Melo would have went to Detroit,
he wasn't.
Melo
Larry Brown would have wrecked him. Larry Brown would have wrecked him.
You say
Larry Brown did 2004.
Larry Brown would have saved his career.
Like, listen to what you just
wouldn't
said.
have. Larry Brown didn't like young players. That's why he didn't play.
Talk to him, Swiper. Talk to him. He would have wrecked him.
They sat on the bench for them old heads.
Did Tayshaun Prince sit on the bench?
Tayshaun Prince? What do you mean by his rookie year?
Tayshaun Prince was a young player.
Right. They didn't have another three to put in the game. There was no Melo. Yeah, so of course they slotted him there. But he wasn't the main player on that team. He was the fifth option. It was Chauncey, Rip, Rashid.
It don't matter. I don't care about option this, option that. If you're in the game, Chauncey Billups is going to make the right play.
But he's not Melo. None of them players are Melo. Melo was a special player. So was LeBron.
So you're saying this. You're telling me that. So you and Chill want to tell me Larry Brown hated young players, so he would have wrecked.
He didn't play young players. He didn't play young players like that.
Hold on, Swiper. But he played Tayshaun Prince.
Not his rookie.
But you're also saying
he was a rookie.
But then you're also telling me in the same breath that he only played because Melo wasn't there. Like, see what I'm saying?
I'm saying on the Olympic team, if you just watch what they said, Melo and LeBron talked about this. Larry Brown, which is why Larry Brown wasn't brought back the next 4 years.
We're not talking about the Olympic team. I'm talking about the Detroit Pistons. You're telling me.
Let's talk about the Detroit Pistons.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the Olympic
team. So let's talk about the Detroit Pistons. All right, so let's talk about the Detroit Pistons. What were the Detroit? So what's the Detroit Pistons? What is their mantra? Their mantra is defense, right? Is that correct? So with their mantra being defense, with Tayshaun Prince not playing as a rook, but playing more as time went on, what was Carmelo Anthony not known for?
What I'm saying is he had
no. Stick to it.
I'm sticking to it. He had the ability to play defense. He would have had to play defense.
More ability than Tayshaun Prince.
So what you're telling me is
more ability than Tayshaun Prince.
So you're telling me that Carmelo Anthony would have been over there in the locker room with Ben Wallace refusing to play defense.
He wouldn't. No, he
Rasheed Wallace and Chauncey Billups too.
With Chauncey, you're telling me Chauncey
Rip Hamilton as well.
With Chauncey, So let's keep Rasheed out of it for now. Let's just talk about Ben Wallace, Chauncey Billups, and Rip Hamilton in that locker room.
Right.
You're telling me Carmelo Anthony's going, I don't play defense.
No.
And that's why
Melo played defense.
That's why I said he wouldn't.
You weren't watching basketball in 2002. Let me remind you. Melo played defense.
That was the year his team got robbed. What do you mean?
What are you talking about?
Melo played defense at Syracuse for Jim Boeheim.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. You go from Boeheim to Larry Brown. That's why I said Larry Brown would have saved his career. Larry Brown,
saved? What do you mean save a 10-time All-Star career? What do you mean?
Right. Listen, Swiper. Like, but what I'm saying is he would have had a more fulfilling career. He would have won. I think he would have had more of a well-rounded game. You know what I'm saying? He would have been more.
He would have had a more fulfilling career if he didn't take a 5-year contract and took a 3-year and went to Miami like he was supposed to.
Okay,
that's what would have really
cool.
happened.
That's cool. That's cool. Swipe. I'm not talking about getting drafted to Detroit. I'm not talking about after that. I'm talking about if he would have got drafted to Detroit.
He's in Detroit, correct?
He's in Detroit,
right?
Larry Brown would have said, "Okay, young man, you're gonna have to play basketball over here. You're not here just to score. You're here to play basketball." Chauncey Billups, when Chauncey got to Denver, don't you think that helped Carmelo's game in Denver? So getting drafted to be there. Hold on, Swiper. Hold on, chill out with. Hold on, don't push the button yet, Swiper.
Keep going.
Oh, if he gets drafted there, Chauncey gets him as a youngster. You're telling me that he doesn't have a much more rounded? Because we all know that what it really matters. What do you always talk about, Chilltown? The vets. Who's your vet?
Right.
Chauncey Billups and Ben Wallace is now Carmelo Anthony's vet. And you're telling me that would have ruined him? No, Carmelo will be arguably a top 10 player all time if he would have got
he wouldn't. That's too much. That's too much. Not too much.
Not too much. That's damn near too little.
But I'm telling you, I agree. I agree with you that team would have. I have argued this that they should have taken him and they would have won a ring and that'd be great. But what I'm also saying is, I'm saying that they went to 4 straight Eastern Conference Finals. 4. Yeah, and I do 5. They would have won one of them with Melo. I'm saying that he could have had a ring. I think they should have done that. They overthought it. And they went and got Darko Milicic, which didn't make any sense at the time. Doesn't make any sense now. None of it. But I will say, I think the thing about the young thing with Larry Brown is Larry Brown in the Olympics, they specifically said, LeBron and Melo specifically said they did not like playing for him because he did not play younger players.
Of course they didn't like playing for him. Nobody likes playing for a coach that's going to coach them. Everybody want to play for the coaches. You're the best player. Everybody wants to play for the coach. Hold on. Everybody wants to play for the coach that's going to baby
myself so I can get that nonsense off. And here you come, Ron. First off, if you're going to join the conversation, if you're going to join the conversation, you better remember the timeline, sir. That's not what happened. He was a really good coach. He was a really good coach, Ron.
He was an amazing coach. He was a fantastic coach.
But he did not play none of the young players on that 04 Olympic team, even though
Melo could have sat his young ass on the bench behind Tayshaun Prince for a year or two and got there.
Wait, when would he you talking about sat behind Tayshaun with Detroit?
He could have sat behind Tayshaun and got better for a year or two. It ain't nothing wrong with that. Y'all think you got to play
How does that
what's that got to do?
So he's gonna come off. So he's gonna come off the bench for Tayshaun Prince, right?
Number 3 overall pick.
Okay,
so
he could have.
So
the number 2 overall pick. He played behind.
You just talked about
I just talked about what?
You just talked about vets. That's all that was on the Olympic team was vets.
Right.
I don't know if you know this, Ox, but you know who played the least amount of minutes on the Olympic team? It was Carmelo Anthony. Nobody played less minutes.
Okay,
they got a bronze for a reason.
This is really getting dumb, y'all. This is really getting dumb.
So with that being said,
listen, y'all cannot compare Carmelo Anthony not playing in the Olympics when you got these guys on the team to him not playing in Detroit. Are y'all serious right now?
I think he would have won.
I
think he would have won with Detroit.
Are you serious right now?
He's playing behind Richard
Y'all are
Jefferson.
comparing
That's
Carmelo Anthony.
That's what I'm saying.
Richard Jefferson was better than Tayshaun Prince at that time.
What are y'all talking about?
We're talking about the Olympic team at that time. Richard Jefferson, respect, was not better than Carmelo Anthony. He wasn't. He was not. Not even at that time.
He's playing behind on the Olympic team.
Y'all cannot seriously be comparing Carmelo sitting behind
and
some
by
of
the way,
best basketball
Richard Jefferson
players in the world.
Best basketball players in the world. LeBron's not better than Richard Jefferson rookie year. Are you crazy?
Okay, look. You're comparing him not playing in the Olympics to what could have happened in Detroit. You are not going to sit here and tell me that he goes to Detroit and Larry Brown just buries him on the bench.
Why did he bury him on the bench? Why is he burying him? Why is he burying him on the bench on the Olympic team? Because I can tell you right now, Richard Jefferson is Carmelo Anthony in 2004. Is Carmelo Anthony better than Richard Jefferson? This is the same.
Yes.
Was a baller.
Richard was better than
y'all sleep like
Carmelo.
Did y'all forget about Richard Jefferson?
There's no forgetting. He started in the NBA Finals as a rookie. I get it, but he wasn't better than Carmelo in 04. He was not better than Carmelo Anthony in 04. Or LeBron, for that matter. Neither one of them played.
Here's the thing, though. But here's the thing. This is what
Richard Jefferson was a young player, so him playing, what does that prove? Can't say Larry Brown didn't play young players and then say he played Richard Jefferson, who was a young player.
That's not the
It
point.
didn't play Tayshaun
That was the whole point.
No, it wasn't.
The whole point I just heard for 10 minutes was he doesn't play young players. He didn't want to play young guys, and then you're going to say he played Richard Jefferson.
Mars. That's not what I said. What I said was no. That's not what I said, Mars. What I said was, what was the Detroit Pistons mantra? That's what I said.
I was talking to Piper.
Well,
if the point didn't apply to you, you should have known it didn't apply to you. Because Piper said he didn't play young guys. That's what he said.
Yo, the point I want to make is maybe Richard Jefferson was a better fit in that rotation. Richard Jefferson did play better defense than Carmelo. Richard Jefferson was more of a dirty work player than Carmelo. Richard Jefferson was not going to catch the ball every time. Every time Richard Jefferson touched the ball, he was not going to shoot it.
It's history about Melo. This revision.
I'm
so sick of y'all. I'm so sick of y'all. I'm so sick of y'all.
Y'all want Richard Jefferson to be weak so bad, and he just wasn't.
No, we don't.
Yeah,
no, we don't. And here's why we don't. And here's why we don't mean. Here's why we don't. I just want you to know, Big Ox. Here's why we don't want Richard Jefferson to be weak. Because again, Carmelo Anthony played the least amount of minutes on that Olympic team. You don't play the second least amount of minutes on that Olympic team. James, you don't play the third least amount of minutes on that Olympic team. Dwayne Wade.
You don't like Wayne Brown because he didn't play LeBron James? Is that
no, because again, Dwayne Wade played the third least amount of minutes on that crew.
They were babies. They were babies.
Right, that's the point. So, okay, all right.
I'm saying just like Ron said, maybe they just weren't ready yet. Maybe they just weren't ready yet.
I don't think it's nothing wrong with them sitting at young podcasters on the bench.
Like, y'all mad?
There's nothing wrong with that.
So that's like, okay, were y'all mad? What about Paolo? Y'all think this coming up these Olympics? If let's say Paolo plays the fourth less minutes on it, well, not Paolo, because he's about 2 years in. Let me think. Whatever the next rookie is, I don't know.
Let's say Chet, for instance.
Chet. Okay, so what's the problem? So if Chet in these Olympics, were they in Paris? If Chet only plays 8 minutes a game, are y'all gonna have an uproar if he's playing behind Anthony Davis and somebody else? I don't know, Triple J or whatever, whoever they got down there.
Bam.
Bam Anthony Davis. Is Chet supposed to play above them just because he was the second pick?
If it's coach,
Bam and Anthony Davis are wait. Can you please?
I'm just saying. Look, Swiper. Don't take it too literal. Y'all always do that. I'm just
no,
saying.
Too literal.
No,
so if you say the 90s were trash, you don't really take you seriously.
No, Swiper. Relax, bro. Relax. Because I'm not trying to cook you. I'm just trying to talk hoop.
You can never cook me. Trash. This is your box.
This is not what I'm here for.
Box.
Okay, this is
nobody
not
else
what
had the trash box yet.
This is not what I'm here for.
Let's get back. Come on, let's get back.
I want y'all to. I don't know who will be the two best bigs. I'm just gonna say AD and Bam. Let's just say AD and Bam. Are y'all telling me that Chet's supposed to play over AD and Bam?
I'm not saying that. No,
I don't think Chet should play over AD and Joel Embiid, the two big men that are going to be on the USA team. I think it's just common sense.
You know what I mean? So it's just like just because these guys are high draft picks, that doesn't mean Larry Brown's gonna be like, you know what? They were high draft picks. Maybe we should play them over these guys that have been playing in the NBA for a couple seasons.
Was Richard Jefferson on that 2008 team?
I don't know.
Which 2018? No, he wasn't.
Well, that's 4 years later. Swiper, by then they were way better than Richard Jefferson.
They were better in 2004.
Honestly, I don't think it's crazy to say during that time that Richard Jefferson was on after their rookie seasons. After the rookie seasons, it's not that crazy to say Richard Jefferson was on Bron and Melo's level. That's not that crazy to say.
2004.
Now, when you go to the next year, they clearly took a big jump, but their rookie seasons, it's not.
Y'all just revising history because y'all wanted to be that way.
Later, Flight. I know you got to bounce. Later, brother.
Man, go shine.
I gotta get to my other job. You say what?
I said go shine that crystal ball.
Hey, go shine that crystal ball. All right, Cankles. I got you. No problem. I'll see y'all later. Y'all my people.
Later, brother. Later.
Yo, Ox. I never got with Siri.
You, Mars. I'm gonna fight you, Mars.
That's childish.
No, it ain't. I'm gonna fight you. I'm gonna fight you.
Yo, Ox. I gotta get your series. What series out west are you most looking forward to?
Okay, so what I'm seeing is this. I'm seeing the Nuggets taking the 1 seed, the Thunder taking the 2 seed. I'm seeing the Kings dropping to the 7, winning that first game. Kings go to the first round, play the Thunder. That's the series I want to see. I want to see us beating OKC in 6. That's gonna be a hell of a series. Yeah, so the Thunder dropped to the 2 seed, the Nuggets dropped to the 1 seed, the Kings dropped to the 7 seed. We win the first round of the play-in, and then we play the Nuggets. Then we play the Thunder first round. That's
Are you seeing that because that's what you want?
That's what he wants. He wants the Thunder in round 1. That's
100%. But I think we beat the T-Wolves too, though. But out west, though, honestly, let me see one more time, man. I really want to see the Suns and the Nuggets. I want to see the Suns and the Nuggets.
Hold on, right quick. I'm putting up a poll. I'm asking the chat who wins in this series,
What
Kings
series?
or the Thunder.
Well, you know that's gonna be.
You got
some SGA gawkers out here, so they're gonna lie in the poll, but you know how it goes.
That's not really a cool thing to call them, but
I don't care if it's cool or not. It's the truth. I'm here to tell the truth. I say the things y'all are scared to say. I want the Suns. I want the Suns to beat the Mavericks in that first playing game, and I want to see the Suns versus the Nuggets.
Suns and Nuggets. That's the one you're most looking forward to.
Yeah, I would like to see that.
All right, let's jump out east. What's up, Chill?
I actually want to see the Suns lose to the Mavericks so they can play the Thunder in the first round. That'd be a great. That'd actually be a really good matchup.
Suns and Thunder. That would be
Suns and Thunder. I'd love to see that matchup. Because I actually don't. I don't hate the Suns in that series. I don't. I would actually like to see that series. That'd be a good one.
Suns in 4, Chitchat.
You think they smoked them, Big Ox?
They beat the hell out of them.
Damn.
All right, y'all. Jumping out east, Mars. I'm gonna start with you. What series is most glaring to you that you would like to watch?
Miami, Boston. I guess
that could happen.
Yeah, Miami, Boston. It's the only time I think Boston might lose in the first round, so I'll go for it.
Mars, do you think that Miami would not? You think they could lose to Philly and end up dropping to the 8 seed without Joel Embiid?
Apparently, Embiid's coming back, so I watched Miami lose to Atlanta in the play.
I did see that last year. Got dominated on the glass. Didn't Capella have like 21 rebounds in that game?
Something like that. So it's possible.
Yeah, they did. That did happen.
But I mean, you know what? Even if they play the Bucks, Miami versus even one of the 1 or 2 seed, I'm interested to see. They're probably going to lose. But if there's one playing team who I think could knock those teams out in the first round, it's Miami. So Miami versus even one of them.
Hold on, though. Now that I look back on this, did y'all see who's in the 7th and 8th seed?
Yeah, Philly and Miami.
The Bucks, and let's say Philly and Miami handle business and they both get in. The Bucks and the Celtics both got problems.
I think the Bucks are less. Well, no, I ain't gonna say less. Who doesn't want to see Miami out of these two? I don't think the Celtics really tripping on Miami. The Bucks, on the other hand, they got dropped by Miami last year. So are they looking for some get back? And with the crew that Miami has this year, they're not the same as they were last year. Tyler Hero's been in and out of the lineup. Buckets has been in and out of the lineup. And the idea that these guys, is because we saw it last year, is the fact that they just going to turn it on. It's not like that they've been doing this like the year before that in 2022. They didn't just turn it on. I think they were number 1 seed. And when they were in a bubble, they were a top 4 seed. Last year was an anomaly. That's not something that's been going on the regular with them. And now here we are, Buckets in and out of the lineup, Tyler Hero in and out of the lineup. You got a rook in Jaquez. You got a second-year guy in Jokic. Is Milwaukee really looking at this team going, man, I'm not sure if we can beat them? Or are they looking at them going, we want them?
Man, the Bucks don't want nobody. They are. I feel like the Bucks are biting their nails no matter what matchup they get because the Bucks suck this year.
Why are y'all hating on the Bucks so much, Damo? I'm glad you mentioned that because I was gonna let you slide today with your whole Bay Area logic and whatnot.
It's not even about Bay Area Kimba. It's about that team in general. As long as the Bucks have been competitive, when they won a championship, when we had them coming out the East anytime, it was predicated on their defense. I've never seen a Giannis team be competing for a championship and be a mid defense. And I want to say, and I don't have all the statistical stuff in front of me, so if somebody wants to look it up, cool. If they are not mid, they are right below mid this season in terms of defenses, and their
Things
offense
change,
is not.
my friend.
Their offense isn't good enough to the offset how bad their defense became. Their offense is their offense not relatively mid as well? They're a mid team that's being led by Giannis and sometimes Bay Area Kemba. Like, I'm not. When we talk about 7-game series, and we're talking about a team like Miami, who not only play great, phenomenal defense against guards, Bay Area Kemba, but they also have guards that can cook. No one is talking about T. Roro, which in that series, that is a series where Terry Rozier is going to give you 25 because who the hell's guarding him?
Damn.
But
see, this is the thing, Damo. Dame gets 16 assists one game, and Ron got to take a cold shower. Now Ron all hot and bothered by the Bucks, man. It's not Ron. Like, come off it, bro. Come off it, please. I'm begging.
You know what?
I'm begging you, Ron. Please.
You know what? This typically isn't me, but I'm gonna be nasty come playoff time. This is gonna be the worst I told you so, Ron, that you guys have ever seen.
Here we go.
Ever.
Oh, man.
Because I'm trying to tell you guys, I'm trying to point you guys in the right direction, and you guys just hate the Bucks for some odd, strange reason. Once again, Chris Middleton's fell off the planet. Brooke Lopez, he's just not who he was, huh? Bobby Portis, he sucks.
He don't suck. Nah, Bobby don't suck at all. Bobby dope.
No, the whole time you
you've picked the Bucks every year I've been on this show. You've picked the Bucks to win the title,
or the Sixers, or the Sixers.
You haven't been.
I never picked the Sixers to win the title.
You haven't been right since I've been on this show.
Ron,
what 2 years?
Ron,
you've been wrong. You've been wrong both times.
Mars, it's been 2 finals.
Yeah,
Ron, what is our wrong?
They didn't even make it both times, and every year.
What is our issue, Ron?
What happened last year, Mars?
You've been wrong.
And what happened last year, Mars?
They lost.
But what happened?
They lost.
Okay, and if anybody else's star player would have went down for 2 games, I'm assuming they would lose 2.
Okay, and you picked them, right?
The Mavs did.
Yes.
And then in 2022, you picked them as well, right?
Mavs star player.
Yes.
The
And
Mavs star
wrong
player
both
down
years,
for 2
right?
games, and they won that series.
And I picked them the year before that, and I won.
But I wasn't on the show in 2021. So I'm saying since I've been on the show, you picked the Bucks every single year. You picked the Bucks both years.
Yeah.
You've been wrong both years. You're picking the Bucks again. And if they win this year, it's going to be your I told you so moment.
Yes, because I've been telling y'all since the offseason.
Yeah, I guess. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pick the Rockets to win the championship every single year. 9 years from now, if they win, it's going to be my I told you.
Mars, it's been 2 years. That's why I started by saying it's been 2 years, because I knew you were going to do that. Mars, it's been 2 years.
Ron,
and in one of the years, the best play, the either the best or the second best or the third best, no matter how you slice it, was out. The best player was out.
The Rockets would have won it this year if Sengun didn't go down. We was making our little push. We were 7-1 in March. Sengun goes down. We was going to be in the plane. We was going to go run through the West. You guys are lucky.
Yeah. Y'all was going to go on a 10-game winning streak and jump the Warriors and the Lakers.
I got the
Ron, what is our issue? Ron, what is our issue with the Milwaukee Bucks? Since I've been saying that they're fool's gold, you heard me say that they're fool's gold. What is my issue with the Milwaukee Bucks, Ron?
It was 3 issues. The first issue is Dame. You guys just don't. Some people don't believe in Dame on offense. Some people obviously don't believe in Dame on defense, and everybody. Some people that just don't believe in him, just all around.
Okay.
The next thing is the Bucks defense. A lot of people seem to believe that their defense is cooked because of Dame.
Okay.
Simply because of Dame, and some people say Malik Beasley, but their backcourt, essentially, people believe that guards will cook. Come playoff time, guards will cook them.
Right.
Well, actually, it's a 4th reason, too. Because the 3rd reason is Doc Rivers. A lot of people think since they got Doc that...
What's the 3rd reason, though, Ron?
Doc.
The 4th.
Okay, Ron, Doc is the 3rd reason. So with that being said, up until when they got Doc, and their defense has improved, actually the efforts improved more than anything. But up until they got Doc, what was going on with the Milwaukee Bucks? What was the problem?
It was them getting acclimated with each other.
No, that's what they were doing. What was the problem, Ron?
It was their defense?
Yes! They're at the bottom of the league.
Okay, are they at the bottom of the league right now?
No, they're not. But they still. Okay. I think they're in the middle. I think they're in the middle of the league right now. If I have to check, where is Milwaukee defensively as of today? Hold on, I'll tell you right now, Ron. As of today,
around the middle of the pack.
Right. Let's find out today where the Milwaukee Bucks are defensively as a unit.
And the 4th reason is that y'all just said that they're washed.
Never heard
everybody other than Giannis is washed over there.
Their best player is 29 years old. They're not washed. That's not going on. So
chill. I just went down the whole roster, and you guys said everybody was washed. It might not have been you specifically. I've heard Bobby Portis. I've heard Brook Lopez. I've heard Dame is washed. I've heard Chris Middleton. I've heard Jay Crowder. I've heard all these guys are washed. I've heard that they all past their prime and they're all trash. I've heard it.
Right out.
From
right
who?
outside.
Who did you hear this from?
They're right outside.
Mark specifically said Bobby Portis was washed. It was the time. You too, Dumbo.
Me too.
The
only person I've talked about is Dame, and I'm not saying he's washed. I just don't believe in Dame. I've never spoke on Bobby Portis. I've never spoke on Brook Lopez. I never spoke on nobody else. Maybe Doc Rivers, but other than that, when
heard he's washed too plenty of times.
I've only said Bay Area Kimba, and it's not.
I've heard Brook Lopez can't move his feet anymore. He's a shell of himself. It might not be. Not
on lead guards. He can't, Ron. Okay, not on lead guards. He can't.
Who can chill?
That's the point. What is he doing out there playing against lead guards?
So no center should play. Everybody should adopt the Jason Kidd philosophy then, if that's the case. Because what center in the NBA can actively stay in front of guards? You got AD, Bam.
Wouldn't that be more than anything? Wouldn't that be an issue with your lead guard not switching ones and fives?
Chill.
Which he does all the time.
Chill.
Which he does all the time, by the way. And in the process of him doing that, leaving Brook Lopez out on the wing with Drew Holiday, leaving Brook Lopez out on the wing with Tyrese Halliburton.
I'm really actually not worried about Drew Holiday
out on the ring
like
with
at all.
Trae Young, leaving Brook Lopez out on the wing with all kinds of point guards. Why does my point guard switch with my 5-man? Why is that going on?
You do know actively
and it makes him look older than what he actually is. Because when he was down low, he's never been a great rebounder. Never has Brook Lopez been a great rebounder. But he's also, but he's always been a good rim protector, which is where he's at his best, in the paint, manning the paint, guarding the rim. That's where he's always been his best. When he's out on the wing, 22, 24 feet away from the basket, on Trae Young, he's going to look old. And that's the problem that we're having with the Milwaukee Bucks. So it's a personnel issue that we're having. Not just Brook Lopez, who is, by the way, 36 years old. So he is a little long in the tooth. Compound that with putting him in situations where he shouldn't be in.
Chill, you know every offense actively hunts mismatches. You know every 5-man is going to have to guard a point guard at some point.
No, they're not.
During the playoffs.
No, they're not.
Why not?
They're not. They're not. Because I watched, prime example yesterday. I'm watching Kyrie Irving come over and set a screen on Aaron Gordon, which he didn't. It was a ghost screen, and they ended up switching it. We don't have to switch that. We do not have to switch that. Instead, Aaron Gordon ends up switching onto Luka, which he didn't have to. You can hunt mismatches, but you don't have to get baited into them. Same logic happened with the Golden State Warriors. They were hunting Steph Curry. What was Steph Curry doing? Getting around screens. So Andrew Wiggins would not have to switch and Luka end up with Steph Curry. You do not have to do that. If you play defense the right way, only except Milwaukee isn't doing that. You get great energy from Pat Beverly. I think he's 2 years too late. But with both Beasley and Damian Lillard, those two guys are liabilities defensively, and they're going to go after them. Every team that they play is going to go after them and make those guys make plays on defense, which they're not going to be able to do. That's their biggest problem, Ron. That's the biggest problem that I've had with them.
All right. I'm gonna just leave it at this right here. I'm gonna just leave it at this. And when playoffs roll around and my niggas start doing what my niggas do, just say it simple.
What do they do, Ron? So I'm clear. What do they do? Because in the words of Mars, we've been waiting on this for years, and we're still right here.
They won a championship 3 years ago. What?
They did. Yes, they did.
The Warriors.
When did the Celtics win a championship?
The Warriors won a championship 2 years ago.
When did the Celtics win a championship?
2008.
That was before Giannis sold Drew, though, Ron.
When did the Lakers win a championship?
2020. The year before the Bucks.
And who else is favorites right now? When did the Clippers? When did the Thunder win a championship?
They haven't. So if the argument is that these teams have won a championship, I guess the favorites is the Nuggets and then it's the Warriors. They're the two favorites because they're the most recent champions.
No, my favorites is the Bucks.
But then the argument makes no sense.
I'm not making an argument. I'm saying
So
I'm favoring the
that?
Bucks.
And why did you just say that?
I'm favoring the Bucks.
Okay, you favoring the Bucks. All
right, y'all. We got a couple super chats. RJ the God said, which current playoff team do you think wins it all with their legendary player? I think these Cavs with the 2016 LeBron and the Magic with Shaq would be lethal.
No, not 2016, bro. Put 2018, bro, on that crew.
You got the Cavs?
Yes.
Man, give us Chris Webber, man. Fuck all that.
You don't want Oscar?
Give OKC Kevin Durant. I promise they sweep the playoffs. Give OKC. OKC gets KD. They go 16-0 in the postseason.
Who you got, Damo?
Between who?
If you put a legendary player on any of these current playoff teams.
How about this? Current playoff team, I would say. Oh, yeah. Give me the best iteration of Hakeem on today's Thunders.
Just meant to be on the team they played for.
Hakeem ain't play for the.
It's the team that they played for. Mars, I can tell you. I can tell you right now, Mars. Now we can move Anthony Davis to the 4, put the Diesel at the 5, and James at the 1.
That's
ain't nobody beating them. Nobody beating them.
OKC with KD winning 4 games.
Got you.
No.
Timberwolves with Kevin Garnett win.
Prime Dwight Howard.
Low key for real.
T-Wolves with KG. Oh my God.
I'm going prime Dwight on the Magic.
So take Cat off that crew and put KG on that crew with Rudy Gobert and Ant.
No, Cat just come off the bench.
Hey, Cat, stay where you at.
I mean, you could
You got the big pick.
You could put KG on the Celtics. They go 15-0.
Cat, stay at home.
That would be crazy.
Celtics. I see what you
Yeah, one team's forfeiting the series if you get KG on this Celtics team. Oh my God.
Oh, what about prime KD on the Thunder then? So I brought up Thunder. I know I said
that's what Mars said.
Mars said that.
Yeah,
Dama, what you doing over there, man?
I'm like trying to multitask. My fault.
Hey, who would go in the Sixers?
The Sixers?
Yeah,
Moses Malone.
How great.
Give him Dr. J.
Nah, so
the best Sixer ever.
No, what's their problem right now?
Crazy.
Give them Jimmy Butler. Give them 2019 Jimmy Butler.
Well, wait a minute. What's their problem right now? Their problem right now is Joel Embiid out. All right, so take Joel Embiid off the floor and put Moses on the floor.
They get worse. They get worse.
Do they get
Paul
worse?
Reed is better. I'm not trolling today.
You know what though? Put Elton Brand on the Clippers right now.
When Elton Brand is the Clippers legend.
But what's wrong with Elton Brand?
Elton Brand.
Charles Barkley.
Barkley.
So y'all don't got no love for Elton Brand?
Barkley.
Crazy.
Barkley on the Suns? No.
Who the players to give the Suns? You give them Charles Barkley.
I like that.
I'm gonna say you don't like Barkley.
Nah,
they need a point guard. Give them Jason Kidd. Give them Steve Nash.
Oh, they do need
okay, all right. You gotta talk.
Okay, Mars, you think of ball. Okay.
No, Charles Barkley. We want a fat lump running around for. We good.
Ooh, you know what? Dre Miller.
What?
Dre Miller.
Andre Miller is not an all-time great player for the Denver Nuggets. No, he isn't. Focus.
Maybe not to you.
Wait, on the Nuggets?
Yes, that's what I was talking about.
I think he was giving him to the Cavs or something. Okay.
I was about to say,
hey, look, man, get Michael Porter Jr. off the floor. Put Carmelo out there.
Michael, you gonna sacrifice MPJ? I guess.
I mean, Melo do everything MPJ, but just that MPJ
and more.
Oh yeah, Carmelo do rebounds. He do rebounds.
Yes, he does.
So let me ask:
MPJ wake up shooting the ball.
Reggie Miller on the Pacers or Jermaine O'Neal on the Pacers?
Neither one's winning anything.
Reggie, I feel it.
Yeah, you give my man Hallie a shooter like Reggie, man.
Ray Allen on the Bucks. Damon Ray Allen in the backcourt.
That's all right for real. Hey, they win it. Like the Bucks win for sure.
I ain't gonna lie. 2018 Anthony Davis on the Pelicans? Not gonna lie.
Oh my God.
80 next to Zion?
That's crazy. That's not.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Damo, relax.
He would probably play the 5, but
he would have
to go.
Unless he put Zion to the 3. That's crazy. Yeah.
He can play the 4. But he can play the 4. Tony Valanciunas at the 5. He played the 4.
Zion at the 3.
So who's at the 3? Zion?
Actually, Brandon Ingram's at the 3. We're gonna put Zion at the lead guard, and CJ plays off the ball. That's what we're doing.
Point Zion.
I mean, they are technically doing it. I mean,
yes, sir.
You talk about a freight train all game.
D-Wade on the Heat. D-Wade on the Miami Heat.
I'm bringing CJ off the bench, man. Put Herb Jones starting line.
Oh, that's
Herb
crazy.
Jones or Trey Murphy at the 2.
Yo, that's bully ball to the fullest. But hold on, no.
Man, all they need is Rajon back. That's all.
We're not liking Dwayne Wade.
Sorry,
we're not liking D-Wade, Jimmy Butler, and Bam.
No, that's cold. That's cold.
It's not moving nobody.
Cool. No, that's cool.
That's cold.
The Hawks can get Spud Webb. Trae Young and Spud Webb backcourt.
I'm not gonna lie. The biggest one, in my opinion, like no one's even thought about it. We put Wilt on this Warriors team. Wilt and Curry duo is like nasty to me. I'm not gonna lie.
Crazy, that's crazy.
I mean, yeah, I guess put Bill Russell in the Celtics. So, okay. Let Wilt see a 3-point line. He just vanishes into thin air. But I mean, I guess we just putting players from the 60s on today's roster. So, wow.
Nah, last one though, for real. Caron Butler in Dallas.
MJ on this Wizards team?
Loki. No, the best one. I ain't gonna lie to you. We can go either. I'm not gonna lie for the Kings. Jimmer Fredette or Dante Green. One of them two.
Oh damn!
Boy, that help. Jimmer.
All of a sudden, it's not funny anymore.
What do you mean?
Now, all of a sudden, it's not funny. Yo, Ox.
We not rocking with Jimmer. We not rocking.
Got a lot of shooters. He's another shooter. Jimmer range. What?
And he looks a little different in today's NBA.
Manu Ginobili with Wemby.
Okay, now you talking, Marsh. Now you talking. That team could potentially win it all this year.
I was gonna say that. More than I was gonna say Duncan though. I was gonna say
no.
Duncan.
I mean, you take Tim Duncan, but
Tim Duncan's the obvious answer. I wanted to give him a go.
Hey, for real though, what they look like right now with Tim Duncan on that team?
With Tim Duncan?
Yeah. What's he?
7 seed.
It's just gonna be Devin Vassell, Sohan, and Trey Jones not passing to either one of them.
They look like the 7 seed instead of the 15.
That's why you get them. That's why you get Manu. Manu gonna at least give Wemby the ball.
We still need a lead guard.
Manu gonna run.
Y'all seen Wemby yesterday?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Did everything to win that game while his teammates did everything to lose that game.
I say another one we can think about for the Grizzlies. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. Marcus Zebo, or Pau Gasol. Any of them next to Triple J would benefit them a shit ton, in my opinion.
What other team? Muggsy Bogues on Charlotte?
Nah, give me Grandmama or Grandmama because I
just want to see a 5-3 guy in the league again.
I would say Alonzo, but they got Mark Williams, and I ain't gonna lie. Ever since Chilltown put me on the Mark Williams, I was like, I like him. I like the Condor. I like him.
Yo, I know one thing. You give LaMelo Ball, Grandma, and Miles Bridges, keep throwing the oops all game.
T-Mac on the Magic? T-Mac on the Magic right now?
T-Mac on the Magic could be all right.
T-Mac on the Rockets right now?
Where's he gonna play? On the bench?
No, you sit Dylan Brooks goofy ass down. Bring him off the bench.
Valid.
Who we sitting, Damo?
Dylan Brooks, man. Let him be emphasized.
Yeah, that's valid.
Hey, T-Mac starting the point. We doing that. Fred
Van Vliet's is the turnover ratio.
I need Dylan Brooks out there to torment somebody.
I want Tony Kukoc on the Bulls.
He's been tricking you with the defense. I ain't gonna lie. Dylan Brooks' defense ain't been moving me for a minute.
It's overrated. You watch it more than I do.
For a little while, I think he like the. If our whole team was healthy, he like the third, maybe fourth best defender on the team.
I don't think he's a better defender than Smith. I don't.
But I mean, that's a good problem to have. You have multiple good defenders.
Jabari and Amin, Mars.
I don't think he's a better defender.
If our team was healthy, our two best defenders are Amin Thompson and Tari Eason. Tari's hurt, so
I don't think Tari's a better defender.
I can't believe y'all don't got no love for Elton Brand. That's crazy.
No, Elton Brand cool. I mean, we just saying T-Mac and Tim Duncan and
has anyone
and Kobe and Shaq and Elton Brand. I guess.
Anyone have we done the Knicks yet? Have we thought about anybody for the Knicks yet?
Or Ewing. How about Ewing?
How about Danilo Gallinari?
Raymond Felton.
No, Wilson Chandler.
I don't know if y'all know this. This is making me nuts over here. Ox just want to just talk about the 8th and the 9th dude. Ox, I know you love rotation guys.
Wilson Chandler was not an 8th or 9th dude. Wilson Chandler was starting on that team.
Steve Novak had a strap. What we talking about?
Novak? What did I miss?
Steve Novak and Wilson Chandler. That was the man over there. He wasn't the 8th man.
What we talking about?
Chandler was starting at the power. He was starting at the 3 next to Danilo.
We're talking about the best. So was Wilson Chandler better than Anthony Mason?
That's not the point. I'm talking about fit right now.
That's exactly the point.
What do we need Anthony Mason for?
I'm talking about fit.
We got Josh Hart.
Because we're talking about the best players to ever play for this organization.
Yeah, but they got to.
Yeah, but it's about fit. It's about fit. It's about fit. We can't just throw.
I know the 2 perfect guys. I know 2 perfect fits. I know 2 perfect fits. No cap. Bernard King and John Starks, man. One of those 2. Come on.
John Starks was dope.
King.
Bernard King and John Starks, man.
That's who Grimes is.
You know who I really tripped off though? Charlie Ward.
Charlie
Ward. Now Charlie Ward was filthy.
No, he wasn't. He was a rotation guy. What about Allen Houston?
He was
Allen
still
Houston.
filthy.
Allen Houston. We can talk about Allen Houston.
But they got DiVincenzo.
Okay, you got DiVincenzo and Allen Houston.
You could have DiVincenzo and Steve Novak.
We're not talking about them in the same breath. You know what I'm saying?
Allen Houston in front. Allen Houston to play in front.
Dante DiVincenzo.
Then you guys need to respect.
Oh no, perfect fit.
DiVincenzo.
Lynn Sanity run Jeremy Lin. Boom. There it is. Easy answer.
Now you pull a trail over there. You pull a trail over there right now.
Somebody getting choked.
Who we taking off? So we're gonna put Spree and so we're gonna put Spree,
McBride, whoever.
Hey, Mars. Demo. Tom Thibodeau ain't finna let Latrell Sprewell push up on him like that.
What are you gonna do? He can't
pack up Tom Thibodeau for Pat Riley. What we doing? Pack up Tom Thibodeau. There we go. That's the solution. Pack him up.
Now you talking.
Yeah.
I promise you, it's gonna be a dogfight. Latrell pull up on Tom Thibodeau trying to choke him out.
Tom Thibodeau can't fight for more than 10 seconds, bro. He could be.
Oh, have anybody done Utah?
Give me a donut.
I gave them John Stockton.
John Stockton. Okay.
The other one would be in prison. So
I was gonna say Pistol Pete. He can with that.
He's New Orleans.
Still the Jazz, nonetheless. Still the Jazz.
But would that be the New Orleans?
Okay, but if that's the case, put AD on.
No, the Jazz moved. The Jazz moved. They moved the whole franchise. Okay. So that's like we can put Gary Payton next to SGA right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but we don't want that. We don't want that.
No signing players are allowed over there.
We want KD on that team. KD at the 3. Right. Oof. Shade.
Anyways, like if you look at the Jazz right now,
J-Dub can actually play the 2. That'd be his natural position.
J-Dub, New York, KD.
Yeah, the Jazz right now, they don't need that. The Jazz need Jeff Hornacek anyway.
Jeff Hornacek. All right, y'all. Jay does it with the super chat. He said, "What is the reason for the Halley fall off?"
He hurt.
Yeah, he got hurt.
You guys know.
He's trying to get that 65 games.
Yeah, he's hurt.
But my assumption is he's hurt because otherwise, everyone jumped the gun. But I'm going to assume he's hurt.
Including Mars.
Including who? Not me. Nah, well, Ron was saying it last year. Ron was wrong last year. But this year it started making sense. But
I'm just glad.
So Ron jumped the gun like a year too early, but Ron has a tendency to be 2 years early to things and then say he was right.
You gotta be early to the party sometimes.
Ron, you was too early.
You gotta slow down.
Ron jumping on honey. Ron,
you just letting Doma get away with it.
Yeah, Ron. Ready to crown people way too early, Ron.
Yeah, crazy. Wow, this is crazy.
Ron, you got honey in the house. You ain't got to jump on her. Chill out, yo. She ain't going nowhere. She right here.
Go take a coach.
Ron wasn't. Someone up here says Halliburton was a better passer than Luka.
Yeah, Ron.
Yeah, someone said that. There was other people up here saying that Halley could be in the debate for the best point guard in the game in 2 years. That wasn't just Ron. So it's not just Ron. I'm just saying. I know you guys were.
I guess me and Marshall are the only level-headed ones up here about Tyrese.
All I said was he looked like the most improved player in the league. You guys were he was going to be an all-time great point guard. So
now wait a minute, Mars.
See, now when you were too early, now you want to defend it.
Now wait a minute, Mars. Don't just say that I said that. Can we put some salt and pepper on the dish? Don't just feed the dish to the people. Put some salt and pepper on it.
Go ahead. Add the salt and pepper, chill.
I'm pretty confident that when I said that, we were talking about a guy who at that point, I think he had 3 or 4 straight 2020 games on 1 assist. I mean, one turnover.
You were early to the party. It's cool. Just like
and we're talking about a dude who was having Stockton numbers, and I got blinded by the lead guard.
Exactly.
Right. So I'm thinking, yo, if this continues, Now, I didn't think that 20 and 20 would continue, no. But if I thought I could get 12 assists and 20 a game over the next 2 years, if he could keep this up, yeah, we'd have a conversation about him being the best league guard in the game. Yes, that's why I said that.
Yeah, and that's why you were early to the point.
Still though, not too much salt and all that stuff, man. Y'all got to relax on all them seasons too much, man. Hypertension is a real thing, man. You know, heart disease, high blood pressure, man. Y'all just taste your food. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these foods have natural flavors, and you can use herbs, different spices, lemon zest, things like that, man. Y'all relax with all that salt, man. You ain't gonna be able to feel your toes when you get into your early 60s, late 50s. I'm trying to tell you, diabetes is a motherfucker. Literally.
Be True 23 said, Round and Ox, we need PC women's hoop.
Yeah, facts.
You know what else we need, Ox? Like that shirt you got on. How dope would that be if that was a Player's Choice shirt? How dope would that be?
Fine. I still got this same shirt on from last night, man. Shit, yesterday was kind of wild, boy. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't even know it was St. Patrick's Day till about 6 p.m. I was like, shit, well, I'm gonna see what's going on out here. I'll tell you about that behind the scenes, though.
Oh, damn.
Come on, record telling you. You think black people know how to have a good time? Boy, you ain't seen nothing till you've been around Irish people.
Ooh, yo, Brian, I went to Rouge last night. Talking about I was these two blonde girls in there. They dyed their carpet green.
Yes.
It was crazy.
How you know that?
This Oregon, Damo.
Oh,
yes.
I guess that explains it.
The Tate Gaming. Damo, don't ask, you don't need to know. The Tate Gaming said, proud MTSU alum here.
Middle Tennessee State.
Murfreesboro has always been a good women's ball. Has always had good women's ball. Alyssa Clark and Cheyenne Parker both went.
They had an issue years ago where a chick on the basketball team got killed. It was super corny too. Yeah, she ended up she got into it with a roommate and ended up getting stabbed at Middle Tennessee State. It was dumb.
Shout out to Alyssa Clark though.
Kent Lipscomb Jr. said, Timmy and Wemby, give it up.
Wemby the best player on that team.
Mars is really on that Zada today.
Troll alert.
Okay, now I'm trolling.
Okay. Andra 15789 said, fully healthy Mavs are much better than OKC. Luka is going off every time against them. Lou Dort can't guard him. Good luck, OKC.
No, but they got all league defender Shai Gilgeous. Shai can guard him because Shai's going to make all defensive team.
I hate people that say that. Not the Shai thing. He can't guard. Lou Dort can't guard Luka. Nigga, who can? Like, what are we talking about?
Jared Vanderbilt that one time.
Who can guard him consistently? Nobody. Like, what are we doing?
I think I could guard Luka if I was 6'8".
You could guard Luka's car. That's what you could guard, Mars. You could not cover Luka.
No, I think he'd probably run me over with a car, but like just one-on-one basketball. Yeah, I think I could
guard his house. That's it. You could
you just got to stay on his left side because you know you're trying to do that step back going left. You play him right. The help comes off. You let someone else shoot. Easy.
So we talking about a 6'8" Mars with your current coordination and agility and ability?
Yes.
Yeah. I forgot. Well, not my current. Like when I played sports, that yeah.
Oh,
maybe 6'8". Make me 6'8". Easy to guard him because you know you're not shooting going right. You're trying to go all the way to the rim. So you got to do is just dig in those lanes right there. Help one pass away. There's Tim Hardaway Jr. in the corner. You know he's gonna shoot some BS. He gonna miss. We win. Easy. It's not that hard.
100% confident that a bunch of different coaches in the NBA thought the same thing, and they're
yeah, but that's because they're not.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Okay.
Yeah. I was wondering why you asked that. I'm like,
I thought we was talking about just a regular club. I'm like, they just got the carpet out. Okay.
But I mean, even Damo, when
what's going on right now, Damo? What did I walk into? What did I walk into? What happened?
That's what's up.
The carpet is just green.
I'm at the bar. There's green carpet on my face. What? Whoa. Okay.
Man.
Adam West said, "What about Landry Fields with the Knicks today?" Chill.
Ooh, Landry. Hey man, Landry Fields a phenomenal teammate. Man, they might need him. They'll let you sleep on this couch.
I was about to say, where do you think Jeremy Lin was living?
Yeah.
No, wait. So y'all talk about Tim Duncan on the Spurs. What about Malik Rose?
Where?
Not gonna lie, we give this current Lakers team Brandon Bass.
All right, now we trolling. Right.
Here we go.
What you mean now,
You the one started this, Damo. You started this.
Hey, ever since
Brandon
Brandon
Bass,
Bass
are you
is in a troll
serious?
fest.
I'm putting.
Are you really the man who never missed a baseline jumper? You gonna say no to him?
Brandon Bass was dope.
Miami footage of Brandon Bass missing a baseline jump shot. You can't.
I would consider Brandon Bass on the Celtics before the Lakers. I don't think a Laker.
I thought it was just their prime version as long as they played for the team.
I think that's how I'm going, Mars.
I didn't know it was. I was thought it was just their prime version as long as they've ever played for that franchise. I didn't know it was
That's
the
what I was
version they
doing.
had.
Oh,
Hey, but who was better though, Mars? Brandon Bass or Jason Maxiell?
Brandon Bass.
I'm just asking.
Oh,
I like Brandon Bass.
Jason
a lot.
Maxiell was cold.
Y'all remember when
Nah,
Jason
but-
Maxiell was playing in China and he was chasing that?
But
dude
I
around
don't
the
think I don't think you guys understand the value of shooting 100% on baseline jumpers. Like, I don't think you guys understand.
What
that
if they're
value.
wide open jumpers, Mars?
Yeah, but here's the thing.
Even if they're wide open.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Even if they're wide open, the analytics say 100% from mid range is better than 50% from three. Analytics.
Basketball.
That's 2 points per possession. Really, you have to be shooting 68% from three to
Which
be
is
as
not
good
gonna
as
happen.
Brandon Bass baseline jumpers. And
Which
no
is
one's
not
doing that. So really, Brandon Bass, the most efficient scorer of all time from the baseline.
We got a couple new members, y'all. Soy Sauce Sports became a new member. Also, Andrew G is back in full effect. Shout out our new members. There's a couple others as well. Go ahead and slap that like button if you haven't. Become a new member to chat. All you got to do is pay that $1.99 and you can enter the chat and come and join these other guys that's in here. I'm not going to call you guys out of your name today. But shout out to everybody. Salute to those who have been watching the video the whole time. Let me run down the rest of these super chats. We got a few more. Lonnie Williams said, false prophets, bad for the culture. Do better.
Beware of false.
They are bad. They are bad for the culture.
W false prophets.
Hey, Damo, you seen the first 20 minutes of the show?
I tried to. Buddy Mike was awful. I was like, damn, I can't really hear him.
Ron nerfed him so that he couldn't cook the 90s too badly. It was Ron. I seen him messing
I've
with
seen
him.
it. I'm gonna say I've seen him for like 15, 20 minutes, and then he was just gone. I'm like, damn, did he disconnect? Did he get kicked off? What happened?
He was cooking.
He was cooking
just came off the
cereal with
bench right
flour
quick,
milk.
Nah, he cooked. He cooked. When he said, "Did you buy your chair in the 90s?" He cooked you. That right there was the evil.
Yo, I know that sounded a lot better in his head than it did when it came out.
Did
You
you
know, I've
buy
been
your
there.
chair in the 90s?
I've been there before.
Nah, I think that was valid. And then Chill was like, "I didn't buy it in the 90s." I was like, "He got you there." I was like, "Yeah."
He didn't say that. That wasn't the point. No way.
No, he did. He 100% said that, Damo.
Cultured Saunders said, "Did you see Isaiah Thomas on the Suns? Gave that man a hit."
Give that man that nigga.
Okay, but imagine IT star hooping, and then they win a chip, and he's Finals MVP.
Now that is extreme.
Okay,
But I will say, for all the hating I did on IT, he really did it. I gotta give it to him. Listen, I gotta give it to him, and he made it back. I can't hate. I was the main one screenshotting him crying in the shower after dropping 79 points in the pro-am game. He made it back. I gotta respect.
Wasn't he averaging something
you-
crazy
I
like
mean,
35 in the G League? Something crazy like that?
Yeah,
He dropped like. I thought he played 5.
But who-
I thought it was something. Yeah,
He averaged, no. He could drop like 34, 30, 35. Yeah, he was averaging 30.
I'm not mad at him. I'm happy.
So what you're telling me, Isaiah Thomas better than Scoot Henderson?
Essentially.
He
Whoa,
very
whoa.
well
Scoot
might be
Henderson,
though. He very well could be better than Scoot Henderson.
No glasses. Scoot with no glasses. Glasses. Scoot.
Oh,
Let's
It's
not
no
sleep-
question.
let's not
IT
sleep on
scored better
though.
than Scoot,
Let's not sleep on IT though.
well, he passed better than Scoot too.
but he actually
He played 4 games in the G League. 4 games.
But Damo, who was taking pictures of that man in the shower?
Well, no one took pictures of him. It was recorded. Like after the
He
game,
was shooting.
they were
14
recording
threes.
him.
Oh,
They were recording him, and he was breaking down in the shower and stuff.
IT
He
was
gave
shooting-
up on me.
Yeah, and he was like, they gave up on me. And it was
They
like,
gave up on me. They gave
I mean,
up
shout
on
out to
me.
him. He got back in the league, but I did not know he was shooting
And then
14
Peyton
threes a
Pritchard.
game in the G League.
What's his
Payne
percentage?
Pritchard followed up by dropping
He was
like
shooting
95.
45% from three.
Damn. On 14.
Nah, he was shooting 33% on twos. But hey, 45% from three on 14 attempts.
Crazy.
Not bad at all.
Yeah.
Shout out IT, man. We'll monitor you over this next 10 days. We'll see how that goes. Suns do need a point guard, right, Chill?
Yeah, they do.
Exactly. And IT was an MVP candidate not too long ago.
Aren't they? Isn't IT? Ain't he a Seattle dude?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
That's why Ron be rooting for.
That's my guy. That's my guy.
He always rooting for Seattle dudes. Y'all should have seen the look on his face when Nate Robinson got knocked out by Jake Paul.
Bro, that was different. Hey, you know what's crazy?
He was pissed. Yo.
Hey,
He was pissed.
so on Friday when I was at Pedro Party,
Yeah.
the dude who trained Nate Robinson for the fight was there. Remember he was telling, yeah. Dude who trained him. I was like, man, why you do my man Nate like that?
Did he punch you?
How you let my man go out there and just get lumped up like that?
Nah,
That's
Like,
crazy.
you are a big Seattle advocate.
Yes, he is.
Yeah,
Yes.
he be glazing DeJounte Murray.
And we don't talk about the Magic at all.
Facts. We never talk about Paolo.
Never talk about Paolo. But you will see. I
be wanting to.
Never talk about Zach LaVine.
No, you don't. You don't want to.
That's the Laker media cartel, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like I just said earlier, the suits up above. What can I do? What you want me to be
Like,
fired?
we
You want me to be
too?
podcasting the homeless people on the streets? Like what you want me to do?
I didn't know
We
that.
find ways to talk about Trae Young. He ain't even from fucking Seattle. Crazy.
Who you say, Chitchat?
Zach from up there too? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where'd he go? Where'd he go to school?
He went to a school called Balto.
Okay. I didn't know Zach was from up there.
Yeah.
I got you.
The best
but
player
not
to
for
ever
real.
come out of Seattle.
Some would say.
Nah, respect Trey Murder.
Definitely respect Trey Murder for real.
Trey Murder.
Respect Trey Murder. Respect Chill Conroy. Respect who else?
Brandon
There's a lot
Roy.
I mean, that goes without saying, Chill.
Hello.
Zach LaVine better, but well, that's cool.
Relax.
Chill out,
Nah,
please.
but for real, I just wanted to say that, like, yo, y'all should have seen the look on his face.
Isn't
when
Tony
they was in there
Roten
getting
from Seattle?
Trashed.
Yeah. Tone from up
Shout
there.
out Tony, Big Tone.
He the second best player from Seattle.
He was my favorite player. He was my favorite player when I was in high school. I don't know why.
Because Tone was tough in high school.
He was just cold.
Me and Shaq played against him in high school. I would tell you guys the story about.
You got cooked. Long story short, yeah.
I can't go into that. Hey, Tone did hit me with a crazy ass spin move though. Crazy spin move. I was like, but Tone was number one all throughout high school up until he tore his ACL playing football his junior year. So like Tone was really like that for real.
Mm-hmm.
But we had some classic battles. Them was the times. D9 with the super chat. Oh, also shout out Aaron Brooks too.
I forgot about Aaron Brooks and Martell Webster.
Shout out Tail. Spencer Haas too. Spencer Haas can get a little bit of love.
Okay, we reaching.
Who's next? John Brockman.
We reaching.
Damn.
I felt like I felt like
did not. That for sure sound like it.
I felt like Ox didn't like that last dude he just said. He said that name. I say Marquise Chris. I can feel it.
You know Rockman Marquise Chris?
I play high school ball against Marquise Chris.
He cooked you?
Nigga ain't cooked me. Hell no. I had to check that nigga one time. You don't remember though.
No, but you remember. So that's what it matters.
I remember. I always remember.
Yeah,
He tried to go after my guard. Had to check him. Yeah.
So Marquise Chris Bensoft, basically.
Bensoft.
Right.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Shout out Marquise though. He was like 6. He was like 6'5" our junior year. I left. I looked in the draft. It was a 7-footer named Marquise come out of Washington. What the hell is this? I look. Is that Keith? I hit up everybody I knew. Wait, Marquise went to Washington and grew like that? Jumping like that? Yeah. Glad I pushed him when I did.
D9 said y'all really tried to heat check Chill with Peak.
We was trying to give Cho an easy matchup because he's been losing a lot this year, and he still lost to Peak. So I don't know what we're gonna do with Cho. He like,
wow. Chill, you gonna throw that chair away?
he gonna go buy a chair that was made in the 90s. Like that's what he's about to do after this show.
That actually isn't a basket. That actually ain't a bad idea, Marl. I'm gonna have to go find it.
Yeah, and then that chair gonna break, and we're gonna be done with the chairs from the 90s too.
Oh, yeah. Papo, however you say your name. Appreciate you for sending through the super chat, though. He said he looked like his breath stinks.
I gotta go watch that first 20 minutes, man.
Reggie Red said the voice of our generation. Bronzexuals unite. Papo with another super chat said this man drinking Pedialyte on camera, man.
Trying to stay hydrated. Nothing wrong with that.
Jamaica's Rossclot Choice said, chat, we need ticket. PC, we have ticket at home.
That's wish ticket. Damn.
I thought they were talking about swiping again.
Oh, maybe we have 2 tickets.
Styles Black said, how much to get this dude off the panel?
Nothing.
You guys really hate him that much? Oh.
Reggie Red said, chill. See what you created? This what happens.
I didn't create this. No, I did not.
Yes, you did.
No, it's all your fault.
Yeah. I did not.
The Flame said, chill, can you read this for me?
Get Dave off the panel.
Facts, man. Dave was getting cooked today. Oh my god.
I kept hearing him say Dave. I was like, I wonder, who was he talking to?
I knew he was talking to Chill, but I thought he was just kind of trying to make a reference at your age. I thought he was just saying like,
what does Dave got to do with age, though?
Not so. I didn't know. I was just putting it together on the fly. I'm thinking like, you know, how you call an older white woman Karen.
Karen.
I'm thinking he's calling Chill a Dave, but I'm like, yo, that's not funny. I don't think that's cool, but
that's why I asked. I was like, yo, who is Dave? Because that ain't me.
I thought you was just accepting being called Dave. I was just letting it rock.
Who's Dave? My name's not Dave. So
shout out to Dave. Yurt said, did y'all see Bam hit the game-winning 3? Damn, we ain't talking about Bam hitting the game.
He's hit a 3 in 3 straight games.
Ooh.
Hey, that game-winning 3 looked nice too, though.
Close games against the Pistons.
Yes.
See, it's fans like Ox who have ruined the game, man. Now we can't celebrate actually winning games.
No, that was a hell of a shot. I'm just disappointed in Miami. Like, y'all better than that. Close games against the Pistons is despicable.
No Jimmy, no Tyler.
A win is
huh?
A win
no
is
Jimmy, no Tyler.
I don't care who's on the floor. See, I didn't know that, Ron. I didn't watch the game. I don't watch Pistons games.
See, he just hating. See, he's what's wrong with a modern day fan.
I'm not hating. I'm just saying, like, I'm just, you know what I'm saying? Nobody gave me the context, Mars, until just now. So now still look, I don't care. Regardless, y'all can't have close games with the Pistons, all right?
See, that's hate.
That's what it is. That's fine. I'm not watching no Pistons games. And they should.
Mad Max Sports Talk said, talk about Jokic struggling because if it was AD.
Jokic isn't really a center, man. Jokic is a power forward. That's the problem. He's playing out of position.
He really a point guard.
Came into the league as a power forward. He was playing next to Yusuf Nurkic and he was playing next to Joffrey Laverne. Real ones remember Joffrey Laverne. And they moved him to the 5. And now look, man, he getting beaten up.
I see what's happening here.
Yeah, that's what it is. He out of position. They need to use him right. He's a power forward. He came into the league as a power forward. That's why his comp was Boris Diaw. Guess what? Power forward. That's the problem. He's playing out of position.
I see what he's doing.
Toast the Goat said, are you guys liking the new reffing being physical?
Not when they miss foul calls. But like generally letting them play. Like there's levels of contact that is legal, which I'm happy they're letting go. But when they're purposely I can't say purposely, but when they're just missing foul calls in the aim of not giving free throws, okay, chill out. Like, call the fouls.
I don't care about none of the calls. As a Lakers fan, I forgot I was obligated to say, fix the shot clocks.
Yeah, you care about 40. You care about 40 seconds of defense.
Fix 40 second shot clocks. That's what we should do. Fix the shot clocks. Call it however you want to call it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. A 40 second possession is crazy.
How is that possible, y'all? Somebody fired. How?
On national TV, that's the problem.
On national television.
I'm not gonna lie, we done with the 2020.
And this is why you cut these damn liquor games off national TV. Give them some.
Get the Lakers off. Get the Lakers
off national TV, man.
Get the Lakers off TV.
Who, the Lakers, Damo?
Yes, get them off national TV. Cut their games. I would save it in half.
I need more Lakers games because I like hating on the Lakers. I like watching the Lakers lose.
Give him to the Magic.
I was actually rooting for the Lakers to win that game, and they let me down. So that's the last time I root for them.
Anytime the Lakers lose, it's like the day before Christmas. It's not quite Christmas, but it's like the day before Christmas.
No team needs 40 national TV games. I'll die on that hill. It's just dumb.
I think every game in the NBA should be on national TV.
I was just about to say that more. It's like, no, every team needs 40. We need to see more basketball.
That's a fact.
How can we do that?
I don't know. I don't know the logistics. I just think it should be.
And then y'all in the chat, y'all need to get the league pass. We only got 20 VIPs all up there crying about like, everybody can't get VIP. Hey, get the damn league pass, you cheap ass bozos.
How y'all be doing VIPs, man? Because anytime I do playback, it's just Damo, yo, pass them out. I'm like, hey.
I have a phrase that you have to say to get a VIP, and if you don't say, I just don't give. Like I see people spamming VIP, I just ignore them. If you don't say the special phrase.
I thought the last time I thought I was doing it wrong.
I can't say it to 2,000 people. Chill out.
Oh, okay.
If you're in the playback, you know the phrase. If you're not in the playback, you don't know the phrase. Man.
Can't say it.
Chill out, man. The real ones who be on the playbacks with me know the phrase.
Duke talking about everyone money can't stretch. I've been playing with the same $3 for 3 years, Duke.
I ain't gonna hold you, man. I'm about to go back to my Simon Powell shit, bro. Y'all niggas gotta earn it. Y'all want a VIP? Give me a good basketball take. Come up here, come up here debate. Make me laugh. Like that, y'all not about
y'all out here playing broke, man. Stop playing broke, man.
Dudes get a VIP, don't say nothing else in chat. Hell no, not no more.
Tonight at 9:45 Eastern time, it will be Ox and J-Rob watching the New York Knicks versus the Golden State Warriors. Y'all be sure to tune in and go hassle Ox for that VIP.
J-Rob got you.
Tony Gratzky said better in 3 years. Paulo or Zion?
Paulo.
If Zion's
healthy, what, 23?
Yes. If Zion could stay healthy, Zion.
The leaps Paulo made between years 1 and 2, if he continue, and I understand that everybody just can't continue to grow, but if there is still continuous growth in years 2 to 3 and 3 to 4, oh my God, this is a future MVP.
Since you brought that up, Damo, what's been holding Zion back from improving?
Hoes.
What's been holding him back, Big Ox?
Soda in his bathroom.
Yeah.
Hoes.
Right, and this is the first year that he's actually been. This is the first year he's been healthy since he made the All-Star team, right? So if I could get 3 more years of health, because I'm sure I'm not going to see the same player if I can get 3 more years of health from Zion, and I'm going to see improvement. And as good as he is now, in 3 years, yeah, I'll definitely take Zion.
I genuinely don't know the answer to that. That's interesting because I think that they're going to be battling for like the best.
I do feel like that. Yeah,
like in the league. I don't know who will be better.
I'm
leaning towards Paulo, but like I'm not.
It is a good debate, seeing as they're both number 2s, both the second best player on their teams. I like that comparison between Paulo and Zion.
I don't know what Paulo did to you.
Yeah, he's saying that in jest. He is.
No, he just like.
Okay, it's not crazy to say Franz is better. Okay, let's go.
It's not nuts to say that. No, it's not.
At this point, early in the season, no. As the season continued, I feel like it was a clear distinction between who's actually the best player on that team. And I feel like Paulo definitely, I'm not gonna say ran away with it, but I feel like he clearly
when Franz was hurt?
While they've been playing and the team fell off a cliff, yeah.
I mean, as soon as Franz came back, you seen what happened.
It was right back in it. They were right.
I think Paulo might like I was with Ox on the Franz's better thing. I'm not as convinced now. I think Paulo's better offensively, but I think Franz is much better defensively. So
man, y'all know Paulo better than that boy. I can't.
Yeah, I'm not arguing. Someone says Paulo's the best, but I'm not arguing.
And
before I was like it's Franz, but now I think Paulo can have it. I'm not. They got 2 great young players. I'm not.
And I think Zion and Paulo have some similar deficiencies. I like to see both of those guys rebound a little bit more. I think that Powell, offensively, in terms of just not even offensively, in terms of a scorer, he could expand his game a little bit more. Just like I feel like Zion could expand his game a little bit more. So I don't think that they're that far apart. But I feel like with health, with the improvement that Zion, I feel like he could make. I definitely see. I'm not gonna say definitely. I do see him as better though.
Y'all do know in 3 years, Paulo gonna be averaging 30.
30 a game, bro.
Here you go, bro.
Shit. That's not crazy to say.
Yeah, I guess I'm not. I really like his passing. His passing is like the most.
Oh yeah, underrated passer.
Like his passing is the most intriguing part of his game to me.
Is that just a Euro thing? Is that all that is? That just a Euro thing?
He's talking about
Paulo.
Paulo.
About France or Paulo?
He's talking about Paulo.
I thought he was talking about France. I'm sorry.
No, France is a cool passer, but Paulo is like a really, really good passer.
Yes, he is. I think he averages 6 miles over these last couple of weeks. I think he's averaging like 6 assists a game. He can pass for a big guy. Yes, he can.
No, I just don't see like the scoring that like you guys see. Like I'm not as sold on his scoring. Like for someone as strong as he is, he's not as good around the rim as I think he should be. But there's time to develop, and I
check him out in transition, Mars. He's actually a really good transition.
You know
very good.
Yes.
But half court.
I figured that would have been his bread and butter going into his second year and coming out of his rookie year with him using his size and everything like that, physicality to be able to score. The ability he has to be as efficient as he is with the turnaround jumpers, the spin jumpers, the pull-up jumpers, the finesse ways that he plays is what's really selling me. Because I wasn't expecting him to have this type of leap in that field of scoring this soon. Like year 2, he's already relative. I mean, I don't know what relatively efficient is, but I would assume what he's doing right now is relatively efficient for the way he plays. That sold me immediately. Because the whole playing with size thing, that'll just come naturally with him as he gets older and learns the game. The fact that he was able to just pick up on being this much of a finesse player this soon and to have that level of passing, man, let France play defense. We got this on offense, buddy.
All right, fellas, I got a few more super chats and we're going to get up out of here. It's about that time. Grady said Ewing on the Knicks wins it all.
He couldn't win it all in the 90s.
I'm about to say, why would he win it all now?
He won it now.
J Tech said Ron Artest on the Pacers.
I would love it.
Greatest said Ron be at those Sean Kemp anti-OKC viewing parties. Definitely gonna be watching them getting packed up this year. iOS Inc. said all YouTube members should get an automatic VIP on all playback rooms.
There's only 30 VIPs. There's more than 30
it's not enough. It's not enough. That math wouldn't math.
We're gonna have to make a super VIP group. Super VIP membership.
And all members don't even go watch the playback stream. So
$50.
Wouldn't even work.
I like that.
At that point, you might as well just pay for League Pass. I'm gonna be honest, but hey,
honestly,
whatever benefits us, I'm not complaining. But I'm just saying at that point, pay for the League Pass.
And get League Pass, man. Yeah.
All right,
yeah.
y'all.
League
We'll see you.
Pass ain't even that expensive.
It's not as
We'll
bad
see
as
you
people
tonight on Playback. Y'all get League Pass. Check us out there. Press Box is right now. It's not Nexus right now. We will catch you tomorrow. Power Rankings tomorrow, live on the show. We'll see who trolls and we'll see who does it. Stay
later.
tuned for the next episode of the panel.
Tell J-Rob don't duck it today.